some food quickly because it's been a little bit of a hectic morning. So yeah, I'll be with you guys real shortly. Hello, hello, hello. How we all doing? Welcome to the stream. This is me, Wardy. I've had a little makeover. I'm just really heckin' adorable. Yes. Something like that. Something like that, isn't it, Ellie? Yeah. No, you're right. You are not me, and I am not you. Go on then. There's no food for you. There's no food for you. What, even if you do the pour, even if you give us your pour, there's no food? No. There is not. Well then, that decides that. No food, and she ain't gonna work for it. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all feeling great. As we get ready to go into a day of StarCraft 2 action. Excuse me. Starting off with a level 2 on Star Trek. Amazing. Thank you so much. It's the last day in a bit, by the way, if you want to check out Star Trek Fleet Command. We've almost doubled our initial payment through user interactions. So if you are enjoying the stream, one of the freest and easiest ways to support is to literally just go and download that game and play it for a little bit. It goes a long way. It helps out a bunch. I really appreciate it. So do check that out. And hello and good day. Hope you guys are all feeling good. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some OSC Challenger bracket actions. The last chance to qualify into the OSC Championship. Some fun matches. We're going to start with Young GG Machine and Army for our first round, and we'll just kind of follow through. Pretty chilled out in terms of what we cast today. I'm pretty chilled out, at least. I'm not super bothered. We'll kind of just take whatever comes our way. So, yeah. Kind of excited just to sit back, chill out, and enjoy some games of StarCraft 2 on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. In the bottom right-hand side, we're going to start things off with our orange Zerg player. This is going to be GG Machine. And in the top right, we do have ourselves the Blue Protoss Army. As we get this ready to go. So, some StarCraft 2 action. How's everyone feeling? Hope you're all feeling good. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by, tuning in, and being here for some games. Looking forward to some action today. I think we're going to be in for a good one, honestly. I think we should have some enjoyable matchups. And like I say, it'll be fun. We're going to cast some players who don't usually get to cast so much as they try to make their way into that OSC Championship here for the next week. Next week is when the OSC Championship starts, so we're going to start having some championship matches, winner bracket, lower bracket, and we start to figure out who is the 12th season of the OSC Champ. I think it's the 12th season of OSCs. Who will be the champion? Sells a little OSC trophy. Hell yeah. Alright, early game here, ZVP. Two players I can't really tell you much about. See their names in online cups a fair amount, but not the kind of guys I usually end up in lobbies of, so I will not be able to tell you guys too much right here, apart from, you know, let's just see where it goes and see kind of what kind of game we get. Honestly, I think that is pretty much where we are at right now in terms of jumping into this and just sort of seeing how and what and where and why things will go down. I got Cybercore into place then, so just going to get that going immediately, start that off. And the Overlord just going to come cruising over as well, just going to try and have a look to see what's going on for the next few moments. So again, just a little bit of scouting around, figuring out what's up, just looking to see what's going on here as the Adept, Warpgate, both continuing into play to start us out. We've got that Robo Facility on the way up as well, so Robo Facility coming through, Nexus on the way in as well, just going to bring all of that into play. I mean, nothing too crazy, right? I mean, Robo Facilities maybe not the most common thing to go into off of the expansion. And actually, sometimes it can mean aggression as well. Because sometimes you're going into that Robo Facility and you're like, haha, see, my plan here is to, you know, be aggressive and to get an Immortal attack up because you can make Immortal super early on. But that's kind of the only way in which this really does get super aggressive, so I'd be kind of surprised if it really went like that. I don't think that's necessarily the way that this is going to be going down. And you got the gateway coming through as well, a couple of probes, the Prism, the Warp Gate all coming online, the Overlords are spreading themselves about, heading into the main base. That Prism is still on the way up on the Robo Facility, so just bringing that in as well. That does allow you to get onto the map and apply some pressure in these early stages. 3 additional gates. Actually going to be a pretty hefty amount of gateway units to start us off with. There's another Hysteria comeback of EG Machine, man, that'd be nuts, wouldn't it? The actual comeback from many years have gone by. Holy. It's crazy when you think back to some of the OG StarCraft 2 players and you think like they've probably had entirely different lives since we first heard of those guys. You know, it's like since they but part of our life we watch them stream every day, and then they've probably moved on to like 100 different things. Jeez, like that stuff is really crazy to me. I always find. Sorga is going to ping for a couple of shots on the lings, and there's the Immortal coming up as well. So like I say, you can never discount a Robo first opening from being potentially aggressive, and I think that is kind of exactly what we're getting here. But GG Machine is making the read of the day, putting the Spine Crawlers down, and his prep against this is looking absolutely spot on so far. So he's not being caught out by this in the slightest. He's looking to be very, very prepared, and it's going to be feeling good about how things are settling for himself at the moment here. So yeah, I think he's going to be pretty happy. He's definitely getting into a good spot. Got our queens moving around a little bit as well. Roach's queens pull across. Here is the attack already arriving from Farmy. Just the single Immortal, by the way. As we step up this ramp, Ling's Roach is coming in. Gonna start whacking away. I see a couple queens coming over. It's going to be seeing a couple of units continue to come about. It's going to be firing up then. Actually going to take some damage. It's going to be seeing our couple queens roaches continue to take some shots. And we do have ourselves just a, honestly very strong push in here from Farmy. I mean, the Spine Crawl is definitely going to help you as the Zerg. Let's see if it's going to be enough. It's honestly kind of a close fight. The fact that Immortal stays alive is pretty huge. I think this is going to be good enough for Farmy, apparently, as even with the Spine Crawler investment, there's just not been the numbers here, and this third hatchery now is going to be going down. Taking a few more shots. The Ling's coming over. The hatch will fall. He's going to get onto those broodlings. Prism gets warping in. A couple of the roaches and the queen's going to get turned the other direction. There's Stalker coming back across. It's going to be stepping through. That queen goes down as well. You can see the rest of the roaches and queens coming through too. Roach Roaring is going to take some damage as well. Those Zealots are slow, but all they need to do is to buy you time for this Immortal to deal damage. We killed the Roach Roaring, which is going to have to be a reinvestment now as well. So Zealots warp in. Just going to see the few drones are going to be called in as well. Not exactly ideal. I think even if those spines come up, it's not really going to end or result in anything too successful. So I think it's fair to say that this one is going to come to a close, and Farmy is going to take the first game of our first series here today in the OSC Challenger bracket. We're going to get into this in a couple of moments, guys. Kind of warm in here. The D hoodie. In a moment. Get into the lobby, get that set up. Go, go, go. Alright. Let me ultra love for map number 2, guys. Hit early and hard. Yeah. So that's a good way of doing it, man. Hit early, hit hard. Knock your opponent down. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Right, let me take my hoodie off while we're loading again, because it's getting a bit too hot. In the top right hand side, we're going to have ourselves the orange Zerg player. This is going to be GG Machine. And the bottom left, our blue Protoss immortaling it up in game number 1 is Farmy. Actually kind of excited to see what we do to bring it back. And in game number 2 from Machine in to see if Farmy sends something super aggressive once again here. See what that kind of plan is going to look like, essentially. Overlord pops up, hatch coming up, and the gas coming online. And away we go. Hatch goes across the map, which is obviously going to be a little bit different, so there you go, right from the very start, something a little bit unique here. As that hatchery takes position, is going to take place, and a few probes just pull in to go and deal with that. So, probes just going to go after the hatch, start nibble through this here for just a couple of moments. And how that gateway is finishing as well. Now, your response here should just be get some zealots out to help you with this defense. Doesn't really matter what else goes on. The most important thing right now is that you stop this hatchery from coming up and the queen coming out. That's why you make 5 probes, so you get zealots. You can counterattack off this as well if you make a couple zealots and a couple of adepts that you then have potential to take map control and to be the one in control in the early stages too. So you really do have kind of options available to you at that kind of a point. As the probes and the zealot just going to continue to whack away, hatchery will be going down. Riddlers will do their best to catch a zealot, but it's not going to get surrounded. As long as it's not surrounded, it should pretty much always just be safe here. Get some damage on the pylon, but there's no follow-up to that, so Army will have to take a later expansion. So that's about it. Going to make the Overlord, which is going to keep this blocked up for a little bit longer, and obviously benefits from being able to get an Overlord out. Right now, the Overlord can move into position and be a scouting unit in the early stages as well. It shouldn't go down. Three coming up, a couple queens coming through, a couple lings, drone, nexus, warp gates, all building as well. The Overlord can take a few more shots. Hatch goes down onto the third, the Zealot coming across as well. We're going to run across, it's going to be Sand Zealots. Going to get nibbled at, so a little bit more damage being taken. Just going to be going back and forth with those Zerglings. Still got ourselves the Overlords and the hatchery coming through. The creep team is coming up as well. Well, Hatch lives, and there's a little bit of pressure has to fall back, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is a lot of units lost on the side of the machine. Investing into that hatchery proxy, yes, you delay the Nexus, but you lose the hatchery, the Queen, an Overlord, a couple of Lings. These are all things that add up over the course of a game, right? And definitely, getting funky. Is little Stalker and the Zealot going to come back over it. And the Stalker comes in as well. Those few Lings are going to run up this ramp. Going to be seeing the Lings looking for a bit of a wrap around. Stalker is going to get joined by a couple of Lings as well. 2 more gates coming up. I wonder if we do just sort of somewhat send some pressure. I mean, 4 gates of warp-ins. It's one of those moments where it's like that hatchery is already hurting as well, so it's an easy target to potentially follow up on. As once again we see spines coming up. Obviously no Immortal packed into this, but we actually now have 2 more gates coming on top of the 3 that are up, so it's going to be a 5 gateway attack here in the next few moments. Stalker's just going to go pinging onto this hatchery, like I say. So units going to start to show up. It's going to be mostly Lings for the moment. A little bit of a shame we don't have more Zealots then. Stalkers obviously will struggle a little bit more against Zerglings. It's going to be seeing our Lings coming back in. Stalkers getting chased. More warp-ins, Ling Roach coming through, Spines getting in position. I mean, the Spines are going to slow us down a lot. I think the Spines are massive, and the fact we're now getting Roaches out tells me that Machine's going to be in a pretty good position to potentially play the defense here. Well, Zealot's getting in the front, the Queen's going to try and step forward, our Stalker's still going to try and micro a little bit as the Zerglings will run through. Ling's looking to try and get the wraparound here on those Stalkers, and it is succeeding, and yeah, the numbers just haven't been there. I actually think at first there was the numbers, but yeah, once the Spines get in position, the numbers just have not been there at all, and Army is getting armed up right now, because everything is getting shut down, cleaned out, and that will be that. GG, even. Finishing game 2. And we go to game 3. Alright. Third map of the series coming through. Let's get into this momentarily and keep you guys into some more games. Beautiful. Alright, third map coming up in a couple of moments, guys. Just gonna go into Amygdala. Winner of this plays Spirit, winner of that plays Rosock. This is double elimination day for this final qualifier, apparently, so that will be kind of fun as well. 2 players qualified today. Sorry, just trying to face ID, log into something. It's the intense stare down into my phone. Alright, hatch coming about. It's going to be again our spawning pool coming in. It's an early pool here from Machine, so he's going to get aggressive in this final game of the series. He's going to tap it up and send us a little bit, so away we go. Just going to be having ourselves a spawning pool, the Overlord, getting an assimilator, continue to come online, so we get that going for the moment here. Continue to bring this into play. For these early stages, just going to be seeing the Overlord popping out of the hatchery, just going to be coming across right away. And yeah, the first 6 Zerglings are on the way out, so we'll follow those. Farmy sees it with the Probe Scout. And Jerome going to be across the map to block the wall off, so that's going to make it very awkward to kind of be on one of the more safer defenses that you typically have against this. So that's definitely going to make life a little bit awkward as well. So as probes pull over, going to get straight onto that hatchery and going to start to try and nibble through this. See how well they can do as we drop down to Cybercore off to the sides. We work from there. Starting the probes together, just going to work through the hatch. The few lings are going to run across. Just going to now jump onto the gateway instead. It will take a little bit more damage. The probes and the zealot together. Just going to be there to push the lings back out for a moment. A few probes still gathering up too. Right, settle down just for now. Taking a few moments to get chilled out. Ling's going to come through. Zealot's coming around as well. Hey, what's up? No Bash Bash. Thank you so much for the 1-year resub. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you. A couple lings come back over the other direction. And the Lings and the Queen just going to gather together. A couple of Zealots going to come moving across. That Robo facility coming up as well. The gateway. And Nexus continuing to build for now. And that Ling's be coming through. The hatchery coming online. Those Elves and the Stalker just pull all the way back. Actually have the gas steal in the main base still active. And that's a little bit annoying as well. Probably just take the gas on the natural. I don't know if that's really the biggest of deals or the biggest of issues, really. Lings around the right. Those Lings head to the bottom left. It's going to come across. Couple overlords coming up. Queen on the way. The Stalker's just going to push those Lings back over that right-hand side as well. Just going to see the few extra gates coming up. Spine crawls continue to come through. Just going to see the Lings turning around. Going to grab a Stalker there. Well, they're going to get there. It's going to be pushing the Stalkers and the Zealots coming up once again. Continue to chase down. Knock down a quick teammate. The Lings here, it's going to be a pretty nice wraparound. And Farmy obviously loving these aggressive attacks. Just doesn't have the momentum behind this army at the moment, and yeah, Farmy is going to get turned away, which is obviously pretty rough because you are putting a lot into this. Your game plan definitely depends a little bit on seeing some success here. So not seeing anything is going to be pretty bad. As the Zerglings come back the other way. Zealots and the Stalker in position. They're going to start fighting against some of those Lings as well. It's going to start whacking through. Again, the Lings, the Queen, will continue to come up. Those Lings continue away. More Lings around the bottom side as well. Also trying to see and figure out just what they can get up to over the next couple of moments. To make our way out down over here. Again, the Roach-Ron coming through. The Lings and the Queen producing. The Lings are going to try and now hit the wall off. Just make Farmy think about having to come back home. Potentially have to come and deal with this is obviously going to be a little bit of a frustration. He's still pushing on the other side of the map, but these few Stalkers and Zealots out of position. The Spines are relocating. The Prism can save some of these units, but it's still looking pretty disjointed. It's still not looking as though this is going to be everything that you want it to be, basically, TLDR. As the extra gates come online, Farmy can keep on trying, but like I say, I'm already losing a little bit of faith and a little bit of hope in where this is going at the moment. I think this is truly ending up a little bit too far away as our Zerglings just going to try and strike. A couple of those pylons taking damage. Roaches, Overlords, all producing in extra Zealots, and a Stalker coming online as well. And a little bit more Ling Roach coming out. The Lings pulling back, more Lings on the bottom side, setting up to move around as well. They're going to run straight down over here, making a little bit of a dive across and toward the natural expansion already. So I'm just going to go diving straight on through. Still whacking, Gateway is still taking damage. Just going to be seeing the extra Ling Roach produce. I mean, on the other side, we have got the Zealot Stalker Mortal Force actually chipping through here, and it is winning a fight. The run-by might do a lot in the end, because I think if you can just keep pouring out units as GG Machine, you might be okay. Right now, behind on army supply, but you are cutting off your opponent's, army supply kind of, reinforcements with those Lings denying the economy. And the problem is you're pulling your own drones as well. Well, Prism pops. We've got a new Prism out that can come across the map. Can we chase down at least the Immortal? Would have been amazing, but unfortunately that's not quite going to happen. I think it's going to wrap around Roaches as well. Going to be seeing a couple of Stalkers popping through. And again, the Ling Roach still coming online as we speak. GG's Farming Machine is going to get there with the defense. It looked scary for Machine, but like I said, I think if he could just keep streaming units, Farmy had a serious issue reinforcing, and that definitely was the case. And hence, there you go. GG's. Thank you, Scorpion SC3, for gifting us up to Cosmagic, and to Cryo21 Phoenix. Thank you for the gifted subs. My birthday today. Yes, it is my birthday today. Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got balloons. Should we do some balloons, guys? Oh, do some sub balloons. Get the sellout rolling for the birthday. Yeah, let's do it. We're probably gonna go Europe for Machine versus Spirit, I think. So I'm gonna hop on over there. Look, I even have an official balloon pumper. Isn't that exciting? Wow, I know you guys right now are like, holy crap. This guy's so prepared. I was so prepared, I didn't even have to go out and buy the balloons. I actually just have 2 full packs of balloons that we never used last year because we just didn't sell out for the birthday last year. Alright, we actually had a sub earlier on as well. No Bash Bash, thank you so much. You guys can have names on your balloons as well. No Bash Bash. For the first balloon into the balloon corner. Very, very official balloon corner over here. So you guys are aware. Yes, that is the official balloon corner over there. So we'll go for the Spirit matchup here in a few moments, guys. So much pumping, yeah. Ooh! Oh my god, that was weird. What's wrong with this balloon? Bruh. Balloon just doesn't want air in it. Oh, this balloon has a hole in it. God damn, I think that was me. I think I poked a hole in it before I started. I thought I got away with it, but apparently not. What? Oh my god, do none of these balloons want to blow up? What's going on? Turns out I actually have duff balloons. It's alright guys, this is what happens. Buy the balloons last year and it all goes wrong. Holy! Swift Crane. Yo, that's a huge donation. Thank you so much for the £50. Holy goodness. Alright, the pink ones are not going well. Let's try a different color. I think it's just the pink ones. I think the pink ones are just dying. Jeez. I think the pink ones are just falling apart, guys. Attempt 3. See, it was just the pink ones. This is how inflated MMR looks like. Yeah, this is what my MMR looks like after I let it for a day because no one's actually at my level. The balloons have a sell-by date? I don't know. I forgot who I'm putting on this one. Scorpion with some gifted subs to Cosmagic. My pen doesn't write on this. My pen just doesn't write on this one. What? There we go. I wrote in the end. Scorpion. Thanks so much for gifting subs. Oh, I want to hit off the Twitch trophy. I will get the gifties balloons as well if we have time. Thank you so much, Scorpion. Gift another sub to Caleb1415. I'm gonna have strong arms by the end of the day. Ah. Maybe after the OSC, maybe we can do some. Sorry, who donated? I just. Swift Crane, yes. Thank you so much for the £50 donation. I appreciate the generosity. Thank you so much. Yeah, maybe after OSC we could do some Rhino Party or something. Play some fun games or something. If not, I'm probably going to stream something non-StarCrafty, some RuneScape or something. Alright, good job, guys. Doing good. Filling up Balloon Corner. You guys can't really see the progress, but yeah, I guess I can give you an update. You guys can see Balloon Corner from Ellicat. Yeah, it's not very balloon-filled right now, but it's a work in progress, okay? Right, I really believe this pink one is going to be unlike the others. Now, the pink ones are just... for some reason, the pink ones are, like, really stuck together. Yeah, and then they're just ripping. Okay, the pink ones are a no-go. Jeez. I think I didn't save these for, like, a gender reveal or something. Especially if it was a girl. It's just like, no, you must have a boy. Something like that. Yeah. Alright, we're waiting for Spirit Machine, by the way. Let's put some gifted subbies on. More balloon, less floor. Yeah, I know, exactly. We've got work to do, guys. But I think it's time I get a new Sharpie, because this one just doesn't hold up anymore. Cosmagic got gifted a sub. You guys remember the old days of... anyone here actually remember any of the old WardiTV balloon streams? Like, there was a point where it was actually, I think, a little bit unsafe, the amount of balloons we had in the background. I don't know if that was in my apartment or if it was in my office. It might have been both, honestly. It might have actually been both. Yeah, we used to do, we used to have a lot of balloons. We're in a lobby, by the way, so we are making progress. Cryo Phoenix. It's okay, Sharpie, hold out. This is the last day we need you for the rest of the year. Cryo Phoenix. Oh, where's that going? Very, very basically onto the floor. Found the yellow one, yeah. I wonder if the other ones are alive and kicking. I'll put this in game, but I'm gonna put the last. I'm gonna put Caleb on my balloon as well. Put the webcam in the corner while we start up this TVZ, where probably nothing's gonna happen for at least the minute while I blow this balloon up. So, yeah. GLHF got called. Spirit says GLGL. There you go. It's funny how the different color balloons all are very different. Like the blue one, the red ones blow up the most. The yellow ones barely blow up at all in comparison before it feels like they're gonna pop. Crazy. If it doesn't look like a kid's ball pit, then it's not enough for your eyes. Talking of ball pits, Ellie just got a new ball, a ball refill on her ball pit. She hasn't had them out yet, so she's gonna live her life when she figures that out. That'd be a fun stream this time. It'll be an IEM this year, and I honestly highly doubt it. From what I'm hearing, it's not sounding very good for having the StarCraft 2 circuit this year, unfortunately. But all we can do is sit and hope, and hopefully we hear something better / more positive soon. Basically. Thank you for all the gifted subs, thank you for the support, guys. Someone has deal and must have dropped some tournament money. Yeah. I actually just got an email from someone who's been sponsoring some events last night, and they were like, I thought this was a fun idea. I'm gonna test you guys on it. They said we should run a StarCraft 2 Seniors Cup, where it's like for players over a certain age. My favorite part of this was like the age they suggested for seniors was like 28. I'm like, holy crap, no, I can play, I'm a senior. They're like, yeah, it's basically the no Clem, Cyril, or Max Pax rule. Is that just to make it, you know, some tournaments a bit different, give some other guys some money? I was kind of into it. I need to reply to them, but I thought that was kind of a fun idea. 28 so old. 35 plus. Yeah, it depends what you want to do with it, right? It depends if you want to get like a, if you actually want to get a... Yeah, it depends if you want to actually get like, I guess players people really know. I mean, I'm trying to think who would be... Like, what age cutoff which players play, you know? where do we officially put the Grandpa of StarCraft 2 line at? Yo, thank you so much for the donation. Hamper01. Looks like Wardy is all looks like Wardy is all StarCraft has left. Quick donate. I don't know if that's true. I think there's a lot of people that want to put some love into StarCraft 2 still. It's just a very uncertain time, is all. But thank you so much for the £25 donation. You can also have a balloon. Everyone gets a balloon, guys. Look, I'm not gonna pretend, but if you've got a Prime sub right now, this might be the best value you will ever find for your Prime sub. A balloon with your name on it. If that is not, you know, at the level of just, you know, amazing, then don't know what to tell you. You say they must be officially retired? Yeah, I think the goal was to more like support people who are still playing though, but just not the youngsters that are winning everything at the moment, basically. Thank you so much, Hamper. Appreciate it. Thank you for the generous donation. You guys rock. Thank you so much. We're gonna be very casual on the stream today, guys. Especially these early rounds. I think we do have some pretty definite favorites and stuff. So it's okay. OSC are used to this. We've spent a lot of Wardy birthdays covering OSC events, so I'm sure OSC are used to the Wardy balloon scenarios. Yo, Iceman Melting, thanks so much on the 9-month resub on the Prime. And Nerla10 on the 31-month as well. Thank you so much. What happens if I write your name on it, then I blow the balloon up? Iceman Melton, you're gonna be a... Oh, maybe I can't. It's actually kind of difficult. I wonder if your name becomes massive. We're gonna find out. It's actually really hard to write, though. Well, it's more of a scribble than your name, but we'll see how it turns out. Guinea pig. This is definitely much more difficult than just doing it when it's already blown up. But sometimes you gotta explore the world. I'll make my camera a bit smaller so you guys can actually see the game as well. Alright, Iceman Milton, your name is kind of there. Oh my god. It's just gonna disappear. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's kind of cool actually. This Hellion Banshee might actually just do seriously game-ending damage. Oh my god, look at that. You guys probably can't even... You can kind of barely see it. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I don't know. Alright, well actually, as you see, these banshees are still going, by the way, so more drones going down. I will just write your name on more normally, I suppose. The funny thing is, you guys probably think I do this whole balloon thing so I can just, you know, sell out and make money. It's actually because it's very satisfying going around stabbing all of the balloons afterwards and popping them all when it's time for them to go in the bin. Oh, this is rough. I mean, Lings and Banes on the counterattack here from Machine are actually going to go and do quite a bit. Honestly, pretty impressive to get in and get 13 SCVs at this moment in time. I actually think it's pretty darn decent. Not bad, not bad. But, I mean, that actually puts you kind of back in the game to some extent. We're actually 83 drones to 50 SCVs. The problem is, Machine has no army. So, I'm going to go ahead and be the party pooper and say, believe it or not, guys, you kind of need an army. Yes, you kind of need to have an army. Believe it or not. If you don't have an army, you ain't going very far. No attack. I think that is going to be the big issue for Machine in this game. I just don't see where his army comes from. Well, I mean, you'd imagine it comes from the 80 drones or so, but yeah. No, 10. Thank you so much for subbing. Oh, no, this way, please. Into balloon corner. Thank you very much. Oh my god, Nerliton, your balloon's so freaking cool. It just stuck itself to the infester. You see that? Just a zoom in on this. You see this right there? Look at it. It's just flowing. It's just stuck itself to the infester. What a life. Holy. Fungal growth? Yeah. Something like that. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Alright, Marine tank still hanging out here. We've got Banshees on the right side, gonna hit this hatchery. I'm now doing my least favorite thing, which is casting with the camera on. Ay, ay, ay. I never do this one. Ugh, I feel self-conscious. Thanks gonna say, I mean, this game's kind of, I want to say, over. Like I said, that economy you maintained was great, but just building, he kept building drones, which is why he didn't have the army in the first place, right? So, it definitely ain't exactly ideal as this hatch goes down as well. The Baneling Nest is going to fall. Don't think there's really much else to say here. This one is going to be done and dusted. He's actually going to die with money in the bank. Which obviously you spent at the right time might have made a difference on impact. This thing is just getting absolutely melted, by the way. Holy, they get destroyed. Bling's all going down. I think Bane's still coming around the top. Marines, the tank setting up. A couple Lings trying to come through. The Bane's going to try and roll forward again. That's going to be, honestly, a pretty good shutdown. A lot of those units end up dropping down dead. I mean, that's nice, but we're still on Spirit at like 70 supply and Machine at like 20 in terms of army, and a slight upgrade lead for our Zerg is probably not going to turn that around anytime soon either, so that's one of the moments where this is how you can now see how excited I am when the game's already over and we have to keep casting. It's not amazing. Marines tanks is going to continue up the hatchery, getting taken down, and Spirit is going to take game 1 of this best of 3. Alright, game 2 coming up. Yes, for more balloons, your donation. I'm getting there, mate. That's what this one's for. Thank you so much for the £25 donation. I appreciate the generosity. Thank you very much. The balloon pump caster, yeah, pretty much. That's my role today. People are like, guys, why does Wardy never talk about the games? Because I'm literally here pumping up balloons 24/7. Iceman Melton was the rare second balloon of the day. Version 2.0. Whoa. Nice. We've got a genuine... The balloon corner is filling, guys. Yo, More Smile, thank you so much for the sub. Tributus, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will continue to get you guys balloons ready. The true challenge of balloons is the tying. It's basically impossible. Well, after years upon years of tying things for Christmas decorations and balloons in the past, I'm gonna go ahead and say it ain't so bad. You just joined as my birthday? Yeah, that's what the balloons are for. You think we're just blowing up balloons? Actually, we're celebrating the lack of StarCraft 2 circuit this year. Yeah, I actually got the balloons to celebrate the announcement of StarCraft 2 circuit. And, you know, that hasn't happened yet, so we're just using them randomly now. Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh my god. The pen stops working. I really hope I don't need that bit of paper I keep scribbling the pen on to make it work. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, so much static. More Smile. Welcome to Balloon Corner, which is, to be fair, again, fairly full of balloons. That's a fair statement. It's getting there. It's filling up. It's doing the thing. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, Tributus. Another balloon. Who would have guessed? Swarm blown away, Orbital Command Center Reaper. Nothing really too crazy. Yo, Scorpion, another gift us up to Tip X3. Thank you so much. Why do I never play SC2? Because I don't find it fun anymore. Look. I'll do you guys a birthday special, right? If you guys want to waste enough money and push us to 1,000 subs, this is how serious I am. I will play for you guys 2 ladder games. That seems like a good deal to me. No, the real I honestly just don't enjoy playing StarCraft 2 anymore. I don't think this is too surprising when you stop and think about it, but basically, I used to be fairly good at StarCraft 2. I still know a lot about StarCraft 2. But when you play, and you have not played for a while, and you don't have time to play continuously or consistently, the problem is that it just becomes very frustrating, because I know that it's like I know what to do, but I can't do it. And that's like super frustrating. Like, it's just so annoying to know that I'm bad and to feel I know I'm gonna die to this roach rush, which I can tell it's coming, but I can't do the right things to survive, you know? Like, that's super frustrating. And I don't have enough time to fix those problems anymore. Tributors, thank you so much for the prime. I believe it was. The balloon's a bouncer. So yeah, it's just frustrating to play nowadays, which takes for me, the fun in StarCraft 2 was always striving to get better and always improving and just like getting better and better and being able to work on things, but that really gets lost when you just don't have time to play, you know? And like, there was a time where like spending 15 hours a day thinking about StarCraft 2 was my life. Unfortunately, that's kind of still my life, but I don't have the time to sit at the computer and play, or I don't find it fun to sit at the computer and play. And I do think about StarCraft 2 pretty much every day, but like, you know, I do a lot of tournament organizing and streaming and casting, and you know, it's kind of more like my job now, I guess, sadly, but it doesn't really feel like a job. I just, you know, I mean, some days it does, but you know what I mean? It's a little bit different. What was my highest MMR? Around one of the caster invitationals, I peaked at about 5.4k MMR on EU with Terran. That's my highest Terran MMR. I off-raised Zerg and Protoss to like mid-masters. Yo, these things going some SCVs, man. You guys gonna have to shout at me if stuff's happening, by the way. I'm freaking blowing up balloons over here. 6 SCVs go down. Ling's gonna run up this ram. Hellion's gonna go after those Lings to play cleanup. So GM, it wasn't GM back then. It was close to GM, but it wasn't quite. Yeah, I just had a very good streak. I had like 2 months where I was able to play a lot, and I was just very into SC2 at that point, and I just really got into a good mindset. The meta was pretty favorable to what I like to play. I wouldn't say I was like truly 5.4k consistently, but I did peak at 5.4k. I stayed there for like a couple days. I got back there. I think I got back to 5.4 like a couple of times. It's not like I just went on like one winning streak and then I didn't get back. I got there a couple more times, so yeah. And I think it showed because when I played the caster invitational, everyone's like, holy shit, Wardy's way better than I thought. To X3, congratulations, you got gifted a sub. I don't know if you can really even see your names. Maybe I should hold the balloons closer. Or you guys can just believe that I would not scam you out of your names being on the balloon. Beautiful. He's gonna get a kill. Ling's gonna retreat away. Spirits. Yeah, I mean, he took some damage early, but knocking down Overlords right now, and his army supply is very good once again. It's hard to imagine that Spirit does not see some success in the near future. Those Bane lanes, oh, they turn! I was going to say they're off creep and being chased by Hellions. That's not exactly a good sign, but we actually make it to be kind of okay. Peak was 4.3, 30 points from Master League, which he never reached. Oh, that's devastating. That's very sad. Yeah, StarCraft 2 is a brutal game. Because really, like, every game comes down to you. Like, there's always something to learn at the end of the day, and it's very rarely that you just got unlucky in StarCraft 2. There's a point where it's like, man, that's unlucky. I could have seen that if this was a bit closer, but like, there's probably like 100 more things that could have taken that luck out of the equation, you know? So yeah. And how about those Marines? Just gonna keep punching around. Couple drones going down, 3 drones being killed. And this is an attack from Spirit, which I think is pretty much just going to end the game, so. Medivac's load up, it's going to boost into the main base. I mean, Spirit obviously just going to keep on pushing and keep on going for this at this point in time. Bane just gathering together. Hellion's still whacking away. Just gonna see that Bane speed coming up. Melee upgrades coming through. A hatchery building on the front. gonna be seen now. Three drones going down. Liberator still whacking away at a few more of those workers as well. We just got Hellbats and Marines in the main base. It's pretty brutal too. And this Liberator is doing so much as well. It's like zapped down so many units. This game is over. This Liberator is also going huge right now. 7 kills. How many kills does this Lib have? 21? Jesus, this game's so freaking good. Kind of wild. And this is going to be seen. Finally, maybe a cleanup, but obviously with reinforcements, Spirit should pretty much always just be okay. Don't think he's ever gonna surely be in trouble here. Bane speed on the way up as well. I mean, the fact we haven't had Bane speed until now is obviously just painful. One of the reasons why you're struggling. Obviously on the side of the Zerg. Bling is still chasing down the SCVs. The Marine's gonna be there. Little stim comes up. Early upgrades, spawning pool coming online, and 1-1 upgrades coming up as well. Extra Bane's more fun. I mean, Machine's going to try one final attempt, but I think we can all see that this is not going anywhere, unfortunately. Marine's getting going. I mean, there's a tank, there's so many Marines, this impact. GG's, and Spirit is going to move on through to the 0. Machine will drop down to that lower bracket. See if he can make a lower bracket run to the OSC Championship. And Scorpion on one more gifted sub went out to tap. Key Sosida. So much. Nice. Oh my god. Just as I finished doing the balloons, there's another one. Fine, I will take your money and turn it into a balloon. You know what? If this is my new full-time occupation, I'll accept it. Thank you so much, Artemis Val, for the sub. So I love how someone was like, by the way, for 1,000 subs, that should just be one ladder game. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I was being really generous, offering 2 ladder games at 1,000 subs. You guys don't think 177 times $5? Well, it's only like $900. You guys don't think $900 is worth 2 ladder games of Wardy on stream? You guys are crazy. Hey, so much, Artemis. Thanks for everything and happy birthday. Thank you so much. Ah. There it is. I didn't know where it was. I thought it was behind me. It was in front of me still. Beautiful. $900 for 2 ladder games by proxy racks both times. Oh no, I'll play a macro game. Just my macro game doesn't survive very long. That's the 200 IQ moment of it all. Yeah, you guys don't understand how bad Wardy ladder games are gonna look. Spirit plays Rostock in the next round. Is that just a EU matchup? Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and jump into this best of 3, guys. So the other side of the bracket's actually pretty cool. But this one I know is ready to go. So I think instead of trying to jump around or anything, I'm gonna send it. I don't look a day over 55. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Okay, again, this next match, Shun guys, Spirit versus Rostock coming up. Y'all. Alright. You resubbed yesterday? Yeah, unlucky slowly. No balloon for you. Fine, you can have one. You can have one. I also need to, I'm gonna go play Pokemon for the first time in like 3 months since I tilted out of a tournament tomorrow. I need to find my deck. Like, I've got like a bunch of decks here, but there's a specific deck I want to play and I need to find it and edit it. I need to figure that out. Oh god. This is very blown up. Yo, HRDE2, thank you so much for the 2-month resub on the Prime. My hands are just gonna smell a balloon for the rest of the day. You guys know what a balloon smells like? Does that make sense? Slowly, this balloon slowly falling is probably gonna do just as your name says. Actually fell kind of quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Somewhat disappointed. Latex? Like, I don't know if it really smells of latex so much. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe that is what the smell is. See how efficient I've become at pumping these balloons up? I'm a real legend at this. It was slightly slowly falling. Yeah. Is the StarCraft 2 scene dying fast at the moment? I don't know. Are you here watching StarCraft 2 right now? Oh no, I can just hear air coming out of this one. Oh no! No, we've got a casualty! I can't save it. This is actually how I run StarCraft 2. I suck the energy and life out of things, just like this balloon. I turn it into StarCraft 2 passion. I just hold it in the palm of my hands and suddenly StarCraft 2 occurs. Waiting for an EWC announcement. What if there's no EWC announcement because it got blocked by something else? Look, there's other ways we can copium, you know? So stupid that we have to wait 30 days for an EWC announcement. I can promise you, if StarCraft 2 was already going to be at EWC, they probably just wouldn't have made it one of the later announcements. Those later announcements are pretty much because they've not decided on games still. So, it's not you're waiting for a StarCraft 2 announcement, it is they are still in talks, figuring things out. HRDE2, I'm sorry that your green balloon died. God damn it, this Sharpie sucks. Thank you so much, HRDE2. Welcome to the balloon pile. Oh, whoa, whoa! Look at that. Real life physics. in action. Rosock Spirit, game number 1, bottom left. Our blue Terran is Spirit. In the top right, our yellow Protoss is Rostock. Alright, the Ukrainian Protoss taking on our Polish Terran as we get underway. Thank you so much, Ruffalopolis, the 18-month resub. Let's see if this green balloon survives. I'm very glad there's no other pink balloons. Apparently just 3 pink ones in here were just dead. Ay, ay, ay. Two games get announced in around 25 hours. Yeah, they do. But that's probably not going to be StarCraft. Who is this for? Ruffalopolis. Oh my god. I just need a new Sharpie. Do silver Sharpies work on balloons? We're about to find out. They do. Oh, this is so much better. You guys might not be able to read it as easily. Look at that, look at that fancy. Oh, look at that shine. Oh, yes. Look at that ruffle. Oh my god, that's like top tier ballooning. That's like fancy balloon. Oh god. Where have you gone, bro? Oh. He's coming back. Oh. he just whacked Slowly's balloon like out of here. Slowly's balloon just got yeeted out of my vision. Ay ay ay. Is Ellie afraid of balloons? We'll never find out. No. Slowly, if Ellie's afraid of balloons, it is your balloon that stopped her from entering the room right now. Alright, I can turn my webcam off. We're caught up. No one is subscribing, so we can come and do the things. Alright, hello. Hi. Get to it. In-depth Stalker. Coming out initially. Let's see what Spirit does. I mean, Spirit's a big favorite, I think, in this entire bracket today. So definitely expecting him to kind of just look good throughout this. Ourselves the again Hellion, few Marines gathering together. Widowmine, Medevac, Marines on the way up, the Blink coming through, the Warp Gate on the way, a couple of probes and the battery coming around as well. So far, so good. Rostillion Gateway coming down as well. Just going to be seeing our Medevac and Hellion and Marine continuing through also. And we do have this first drop of units coming across the map here from Spirits. So, units coming across, a couple of Hellions are going to run across the map at the same time. Away we go to begin things. We'll look to see how things are going to turn out over the next couple of moments as we go boosting out up to the top. It's going to be getting rolling. Let's see our Stalkers firing away. Widowmine going to take some shots. Widowmine trying to aim onto a few Stalkers as well. Just going to go back and forth a little bit. Just going to be seeing our probes taking a lot of damage. In fact, 6 workers going down as those Hellions are now going to come through into the main base. 6 workers going down. That assimilator gets cancelled up. 8 workers now dead. So it's going to be seeing our Stalkers firing up. A few more Marines still taking damage. Stalker's going to get a Medevac, and again, 11 probes going down, so pretty great start from Spirit. Getting some serious damage done in these early stages, putting some work in there. A very good beginning. There's our forge and our robo bay, assimilators too. All continuing up for the moment. Just gonna see these stalkers coming back across the other side of the map. So just gonna start journeying to the other side. Down the bottom left we go. Got our engineering bay. As part of this wall off the tank, a little far forward, just needs to siege up, and it should be in a pretty safe position, right? So no need for that to really get extravagant or out of control here. Can just be pretty chill about things. These few stalkers still gathering together for a moment or two. Just hang about and figure out what our next stage of the plan is going to be. So, seeing where we're going. And we can see in the stim pack, the +1 coming up now, +1 in charge. On the way from Rosock as well, the auto turret still whacking away, and a couple of probes end up returning back towards the main base for a few moments there. An auto turret coming down from the Raven, just going to get even more kills. The Raven's going to be up to 4 kills in total now. Make it 5. Actually, 6. Sorry. So actually 6 kills on the Raven. Not bad at all for Spirit in these early stages. Taking control, seizing control early. I can say nothing surprising just yet from him. He is the favorite in this entire bracket. He can be one of the last players to qualify through to the OSC Championship. Going to be a rough road ahead. Would be starting in the lower bracket of the OSC Championship if you make it through today, but that's okay. Better make it in than won't make it at all, right? Better give yourself some opportunities for a sick run. It's going to be tough this year. There's a lot of good players in that upper bracket as well. It is pretty stacked, to say the least. Attack upgrade in charge, both building through. Just going to see a couple of additional units warping onto the third base as well. That's again the auto turret that's getting a couple more probe kills. That Raven still just again being a complete annoyance at this point in time. And there's just not really a good answer for this. Again, as long as there's not Phoenix on the map, this Raven can just sit there forever. And it really is doing just exactly that as our bio pushes onto the map. A few stalkers will take some shots. A few hits coming through. Get chased away the other direction for the moment. STV to transfer over again, +2 attack on the Forge. Colossus and the Stalkers building in. I was going to get there and kill those Stalkers. Oh, the tank lives as well. No, Rostock, that's painful. It's just very sad because now a bunch of units go down without really anything being gained. Pushing across the map. Straight across the other side we go. Just gonna scan around. Do you have a +2 attack coming through? The Nexus building on the 4th base. So Army gets settled. Just gonna step up. I'm just gonna stim straight through. Rostock, do we have an answer to this Bioforce Robo facility? In some trouble. Bio trying to step forward again here. We go back and forth a little bit. I mean, honestly, 3 Colossus are a little bit scary for Spirit. They will deal some decent damage. The problem is you need to kind of get these Colossus to live to the point where they've done enough damage, and right now that might just be the problem straight up, as +2 attack is also on the way in. Pylon goes down, the Nexus falling. I mean, at the very least, Spirit gets rid of that 4th base, right? No, not yet. He's killing workers everywhere as well, though, so... Yeah, even if Spirit kind of gets pushed back, the supply is still on the tail, where Spirit is on a worker lead, he's on an army lead. Upgrades are going to be 1-1 to 2-0, so it's not too bad there, honestly. Fairly manageable scenario. Ghost still coming up, the Vikings and Marines are still coming up as well. All of that continues through just for the moment. Those medevacts come back around the left-hand side. As that +1 armor finishes, the +2 attack is coming up as well. The rest of the bio army moves out into the center. We do have a stretch of pylons across the middle of the map as well, so just setting up to see what else we can do there. Still thermal lance coming into play. We'll get that coming by. Again, the +3 attack upgrade coming up as well. gonna ask for a pause, so we'll actually have a moment here to take a second and breathe. Any balloons while we are waiting, guys? Anyone would like to qualify themselves for becoming a balloon? A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This chance really only comes around once a year, I suppose. Well, let's see on the stream. Oh, too late. You've missed your chance. Balloon window is over. I do have a few zealots warping in. So, few zealots warp in, and the army of spirits going to come pressing through. Pylon going to take a few shots of damage. Going to go down immediately. The Vikings still overhead. It's going to be seen. Bio, mines, Vikings. All of this stepping forward at the moment. So up we go. There's a couple of zealots are going to get warped in. Colossus taking some shots. Our Widow Mine's going off as well. The Vikings still trying to take aim. A few Stalkers are firing. Bio army coming through. I'm getting a couple of those zealots taking damage once more. Step up. Just going to be seeing a couple of Colossus taking damage again. Disruptor fires. Does not land. The rest of the army still coming through. The Colossus still taking hits. A few more shots coming down. That Colossus will fall. Sentry Stalkers continuing to drop. The additional zealots coming in as well. They're just going to keep on charging forward. GG's. Spirit takes game 1 of this best of 3. I mean, that was kind of coming. The damage was done early. And we kind of saw all of that coming through. So no surprises were had on this day at least. Perfect. Let's get into game 2 as soon as these guys are set. Lower brackets playing out a little bit as well. The loser of Fiant and Lunacy. Probably going to be the slowest section there. Winner of this plays... yeah, we're actually going to end up casting probably both winner bracket semis and then into the winner bracket finals, then dropping down to that lower bracket, so... Amazing! Alright. Continue through. What's it take to become a wardy balloon? A hot air balloon? No, it is just a little blown up balloon. It's really not as exciting as I made it out to be, I'm not going to lie. It is not as exciting as it seemed to be. It's extremely exciting. Sorry, yes, that's extremely exciting. Into loading up, guys. Get into this. It's underway. Excuse me. I wonder if I can find some of the balloon pictures from years gone by. I'm gonna do that while this game starts up. I'm gonna go balloon photo hunting. Gateway, racks and gas coming through as we settle ourselves down for a few moments. We actually have some excitement going on because the probe's coming across the map, so we can follow our probe in to this main base. While I hunt down balloon photos. There must be some. Oh, I feel like I've just gone past one. Oh my god. Hey guys, I'm not being funny, but we have a ways to go to match the balloon scenario from 2018. Holy, you guys gotta see this. This is funny. I don't know if it's gonna focus any better than that, but let me try and look at that. Oh my god, we actually had so many balloons in 2018. Isn't that crazy? It's nuts. I remember there used to be a lot, but that's more than I was expecting to see, to be honest. That's a probably balloon, but you remember that? Yeah, that wasn't even in my apartment. That was in my that was when I was still in the studio. Yeah, my birthday the second year probably was about when I moved. Oh my god! Actually, this one's even better. Yeah, I just moved. It was like some of my first streams in my it was some of my first streams in my studio. Yeah, this one's funny as well, actually. It was some of my first streams in my studio. And I think that might even be crazier. I actually literally had to walk through balloons to get to my desk. Funny. Alright. Sorry, I'm following a probe that's been scouting and stuff. I've got no idea what else is going on in this game. Sorry guys, today is a day of getting distracted here and there. Apologies. Apologies. Hope you can forgive me. As we have this Deb just moving around a little bit. Adventure about and see what's going on. Why does Twitch hide the sub button? If you have a Prime sub available, they don't like you finding out how to use those very easily nowadays, honestly. Actually kind of wild. As the Adept is going to shade, it's going to go after the Hellion. Medevac about to finish. Tech Lab coming through on the factory. Starport Tech Labs as well. Another barracks goes down. And the Medevac going to take a couple of widow mines across the map. So away we go. We're going to dive towards the upper right-hand side. See if we can get up to some trouble. Maybe make something happen here for a few moments in these early stages. See if we can find some damage. Medevac and widow mines can set up to go. Medevac still chilling. Do have the single Hellion still poking about. Obviously nothing too crazy has come of any of this just yet. Continue to stay settling. I'm just going to have the Adept coming over. Hellion going to take a few shots, so a little bit more damage being done. A few more hits coming around. That Hellion going to get onto one of those probes there. Pick that off, and then the Hellion will go down. It's actually pretty nice for a Hellion that probably shouldn't have been doing anything else at that stage of time. Going to be pretty reasonable. On the bottom side, a few Stalkers are going to gather together. Let me see now. Stimpack Combat +1. A little bit of everything. Continue to come online for a few moments. Let's keep on gathering. Just going to see the +1 the charge coming through, the Robo Bay and the gateways all coming up. Continue to get that online at the moment here, so just have ourselves the upgrades and the bioforces getting going. A fourth Nexus goes down. Our probe comes over to the far right hand side. Just going to be hanging as the Widow Mine drop goes for just a couple probes, so pretty well handled by Rosock. Not going to let that go too far. Not going to let that get too out of grasp here. You see now a couple of probes then going down. The Stalker still chasing, the Medevac taking shots. A few more hits around up to the top side as, again, the +1 attack and extended thermal lens continuing to come through as, yo, what's up? Thank you so much, Mr. Chach SC2. Thank you so much for the sub. The Spirit is going to come running forward. The Interference Matrix on that Colossus already. So Colossus getting Matrix. So actually going to see a little bit of a turnaround here, though. And, you know, he actually re-Matrixes the Colossus. But even without that Colossus, I'm actually fairly impressed at how well we're doing here on the side of Rosock. I feel like he had chances at least for a little bit, you know? Didn't feel as bad for him as it maybe should have done, perhaps. At the end of it all, we're still going to see Spirit having to retreat away. And the Zealots continue to go chasing down. That will more or less be that. As we turn again, just going to jump onto the Colossus. Colossus still taking damage. Again, Widowmine's going down. Stalkers continue to come through. Let's have ourselves the few Zealots coming about. I mean, in the end, Spirit's going to lift up the full back. Supplies are still fairly close. 43 army, 29 army is the bigger thing right now. That might just allow Spirit to kind of keep on punching through. But sometimes you kind of hit that brick wall of, you know, you're trying to reinforce, your opponents need to reinforce as far, and Zealots can actually do very well initially as well, just to kind of hold off for a little bit. So I feel like we're kind of at that sort of a stage right now. Don't think any of this is truly decided just yet, as again Colossus +2 attack continuing to come into play. Just get those up. There's a few SCVs get to work, and again our upgrades continuing by as well. So we gather on up. Again, +2 armor coming through, a couple of Stalkers coming around. Sense Tower, right in the frontier as well from Spirit, just going to set up as the Widowmine will rumble forward. Widowmine's Burrow, you spread it out. 5th base coming online from Rostock over on the right-hand side as well. Going to get that into position, so yeah, he's surviving. He's surviving on through. Now, a later game Spirit, I think, is still going to be quite, you know, pretty darn deadly here. Still a very good player. I still favor him in this matchup as well, right? So, see how this pans out. Let's just see that Bioforce and Medivacs gathering on up. In we go. Pushing straight through. Colossus are firing away. The Vikings are going to be shooting. Stalkers, Zealots all coming around. A couple of force fields are dropping into place. We continue to step on by. Those Colossus just get deleted. They kind of stepped into the Marauders, plus the Viking damage on them. It's just a little bit too much, all said and done. The rest of the Zealots going to try and come forward here. That, I mean, actually, to be fair, the Zealot camp might actually be good to help. The Vikings going to have to land here. The Marauders targeted by the Stalkers at the moment. The Zealots are still on top of these units, and actually Spirit is not doing enough. A lot of his army supply right now is Medivacs and Vikings, and they are not going to be all that useful. 3rd base has to lift off and retreat, and Rosock actually going to break through. This did not look like a good enough fight in my eyes at first, but that's why I am not the professionals. Spirit is in a lot of trouble. As Rosock, I can't believe he lost his Colossus so easily, and it has still been so much of a, what feels like a stomp. Running up this ramp now, perhaps dangerous. Could maybe go to the right side instead. Still gathering up, just going to be seeing a Colossus, our +1 armor. Continuing in, Viking Marine Marauder coming over. Army of Rostock back into the center of the map. We roll out over the right side, 5th base coming up. Bunch of additional Zealots coming online as well. Opening a set of rocks there. Now we start to step through. Just going to be having the Bioforce going to be there. Zealot Stalker going to be there. A couple of those Zealots taking hits already as well. Just going to continue forward, and again just firing away. I'm just going to see those depots already taking some damage, already dropping down. Fire going to continue through. Just going to be having ourselves the Zealots in the main base causing trouble. I mean, Spirit can chase. The Colossus taking damage. The Planetary Fortress is going to go down. I was going to say, if that survives, that would be problematic. Spirit basically does have one counterattack in him. He should just go, because the army supplies are similar enough that he might have a shot. Obviously, his economy is absolutely destroyed, so sticking around here as Spirit is not the right call. This is 100% a moment to just go and send it and commit. I don't think there's any other choice to really be made here. That's kind of just as simple as that, to be honest. So yeah, across the map we go. And he's going to make an effort of this. Going to try and knock down a Paladin to depower some warp gates. Yeah, the results are good enough. Rosock going to take game 2. And we get tied up in this best of 3. How about that? For a little bit of excitement. Mr. Chach, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the balloon party. That was the most pathetic little flip of the balloon I've done. There we go. Nice. Love it. Alright. We're going to have to run some ads, guys. And get into game 3. Alright. Let's do this. THJDJYFJYMTDCMYTSDYKM less than. You know, I agree. It's a good point. It's just very difficult to prove it. I appreciate your input in the chat, Twitch Wilson. Thank you. Not a bad comment. Not a bad comment. I am in the wrong lobby, apparently. Wasn't here to save the day, yeah. That was definitely just insightful, you know, really thought-provoking. It makes you think about where we're at in the world, you know, in this modern day. Looks like a Steam key. No, it's not. It almost feels too logical to be a Steam key, no? Might be though. Alright, good luck, guys. Have fun. Go grab it. Steal this man's Steam key. As again, game number 3 of this series. Let me kick this off. In the bottom left-hand side, our blue Terran player is Spirit. In the top right, our yellow Protoss is Rostock. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining us in this OSC Challenger bracket. Rostock heads down to the bottom left-hand side. It's just going to come across there for a few moments. Get straight across the other side in direction. SCV chases, probe gets hunted. Just gonna see our Nexus and the Cyber Core continue to come into play. Is Rostock known? Yeah, if you're into like a lot of the online tournaments and stuff, I wouldn't say there's yeah, he's at that kind of level where he's good, just not really like at the top of the top, right? So it depends how deeply you follow StarCraft 2. No, to me, him taking a map of Spirit is an upset already. That's a little bit surprising. But in these small online events, I'm like, yeah, those things kind of happen as well, right? So it's like the whole scenario of this, I think, is somewhat expected. Oh, what's up? Tim Driscoll, my friend. Thank you so much for the YouTube membership. Appreciate it. You can also become a balloon. Thank you so much. Thank you. And someone just got to level 2 on Star Trek. Guys, I will take a quick moment just to say it is our last couple of days of Star Trekking. So if you guys would like to support the stream for free, you can do that with the !star command on Twitch. Play the game. I think a very reasonable point to get up to fairly easily is level 6 and getting your second ship unlocked. If you do that, it takes 20 to 30 minutes maybe of playing. It's not super intensive. You can play it kind of on the side while you do other things and stuff. You do that, you add about $12 to the stream. So far, we've raised with this sponsorship over $3,000 because of people's participation. Some of that is the base payment as well. I think we've raised something like $1,300. Oh, no, I can't remember the math, but there's a lot of money, TLDR, which has been added into the sponsorship, which is amazing because that is exactly the sort of thing that allows us to run big StarCraft 2 tournaments in the future. I'm definitely going to be looking to run something in February on the back of this one, so if you want to help us out with that, you can check that out still on the Twitch chat. Thank you so much. Tim, let me get you a balloon. We're early in this game, so we'll balloon at the start. And I will pump it up here live on camera. What is the SD Godfather? How am I only at 44k subs? My YouTube channel was not really a traditional YouTube channel for a long time, and then I probably missed the peak point at which my YouTube channel was could have maybe gotten a lot of subs because I didn't really do it properly back then. So probably something to do with that. Probably something to do with that. Tim, thank you so much for the YouTube membership. Your name is beautifully written here, I promise. It might be hard to see. Oh, no, too far. That way. Oh god, he's coming back. He was coming back for more. A feisty one. Alright, Telepro's going down as the medevac gets deflected early. Again, sorry guys. I think the balloon's going to take like 10 seconds to blow up and then write the name on it. It takes a bit longer and I get a little distracted. Apologies. Yeah. Get this going. Look to see what's happening. A couple more orders coming up. Stim Combat and +1 coming through as well. I have live VODs, only 8 months old. Yeah, well, live stream on YouTube I could only start this year, right? So while my YouTube channel has been around for like multiple years, or many years, we've only been live streaming for about, yeah, like you say, a few months. I mean, the viewership's definitely going up on YouTube. I should probably tell you guys to subscribe more, you know? I should probably tell you guys to subscribe more, realistically. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that sub button. Don't miss a StarCraft 2 stream. We've got plenty of them to come this year, I promise you that much. Stalker's blinking across, a couple of SCVs are going to pull, the Marines are going to come from the other side. SCV's trying to get the wrap around the Stalker's escape away. Again, the work account growing from both here at the moment. Again, a +1 attack and our charge coming online. The Stalker's still setting up. Marine, Marauder, Medevac, Stim Combat +1 built into play. Just for the moment. Kind of gets rid of this last mine, so we don't have to worry about those anymore. It's been just annoying coming back in again and again and again, just as a Widow mine should be, to be honest. Concussive shells coming up, the Stim and the +1 armor coming through as well, so again a little bit of action coming in right there. Continue to get on the way here. And +1 extended thermal lance coming through. Those few Stalkers trying to poke around. Marauders, Marines getting turned the other direction. Medevac still trying to do some healing for a little bit. Again, we got ourselves the +1 attack and extended thermal lance both continuing through. Extra gates are coming online as well. And this Army of Spirit goes all the way over to the far right hand side. Colossus spawns right into this group of units. Saves it though. Good couple force fields. Creates a little bit of gap. That actually is going to help right there. We take those. That's a nice save. Dropping the main base though is going to get a few probes, and Spirit's starting to hit the multi-tats because that's a massive pylon as well. 4 gateways getting depowered. Definitely isn't fun, so that's a lot of gates going down. And that's the sort of thing that can cause issues on the follow-ups, right? Because now Spirit can reinforce and you're missing some of your production cycles, and obviously difficult just to stay in full swing there as a few Marines going to go after the Stalker, a couple of Zelts are going to chase. Medevac left off, and Rosock is going to GG right there. He's going to say that's enough damage already. Apparently, Spirit takes it 2-1. Advances through. Apparently, Fiant beat Lunacy, so Fiant moves on to play Azura in the upper bracket. Semis, the match before playing against Spirit in the qualifying run of bracket finals. Yeah, just looking at the lower brackets. The lower bracket's still kind of coming along, as a couple of the matches are finishing now. The lower bracket gets a couple more games that can get into play, basically, so... yeah, a few different things taking place. I guess we'll take a few moments here and chill out for a couple of seconds. Happy birthday, thanks so much, Grimk. She ate it. Yeah, I guess we take a couple moments and, yeah, hang around and see where we are going to end up going. Probably just wait for the next upper bracket match, which is, like I say, already underway, so just gotta wait a little bit for that to finish up and so on. Get back on track. Bit slow of a reaction, the game is over. It's just StarCraft 2. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Alright. Thanks for joining us so far, guys. Appreciate you all being here. So we're gonna go into game 2 of Fiant Azura. They've been in game for a few minutes, so once they are done, we'll jump into that. Do I say how old I am? I'm 31 today. Yeah, I am 31 today. It's been a, I mean, that's pretty public information. It's on, it's on Wikipedia, I think, even. Oh, donation. I was trying to set something up. AM! Super chatted! That's it's a YouTube donation. Oh, hi, Ellie. Hey, baby. Are just balloons? Oh, hang on. She was a little afraid of the balloons, guys. Sorry. Yeah, you're not sure about them, are you? You're not sure about balloons. It's okay. You don't have to worry about them. You don't have to worry about them. I know that big yellow one that's just slowly falling on it was right in your way, wasn't it? Yeah, it's very scary. Yeah. It's okay, though. I pushed it out the way for you, didn't I? Yo, AM, thank you so much for the $10 super chat on the YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You wanna see how a balloon gets made, Ellie? Look, put it in here. Okay. Then it goes, yeah, you see? Right, and then it goes, ooh, not sure about that, you're not, look. Look. No, you're not, no, you don't like that part, do you not? No, it's okay, look. It just becomes a big one. Nope. What is this dark magic? She said she's out of here. She is out of here, oh my god. It's funny. But also sad, I don't like her being scared. How old is she? She is 3. She is 3. Sorry guys, a sec. Alright. Austin with the raid. Ugh. I was having such a good birthday and then this guy shows up. Jeez. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. The day of Austin. Yes. It is the day of Austin. Oh, it's on Europe. I'm in the wrong server. Oops. Hey, yeah, that's a really easy one to write on the balloon. Oh, Ellie's back. Hi, baby. Yeah, but yeah, you come at the wrong part, babes. Hey, thank you for the super chat. You come at the wrong part because the part where it goes over here. Look. Oh, it's just like a floaty balloon. She's long gone again. She's out of here. She is out of here. You're back. Oh, aren't you brave? Oh no, Ellie. Oh my god. Ellie, it's okay. They're honestly just balloons. They're not going to do anything to you, I promise. She's terrified. Go, baby. Alright, babes. They're just balloons. They're not going to do anything to you. Not going to do anything. Still doesn't believe me. Happy birthday. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Let me run some ads, guys. Sorry. Been waiting a little bit. I have to run some to clear the way. Alright. She's not gonna be happy when I have to pop them. She won't be here when I pop them. I'm gonna pop them with her next to me. Not that evil, slowly. I ain't that evil. Just think I'm a monster, jeez. Alright, we have just got Fiant and Nazir out of game, so we should be able to join with them for the next game. It's going in a few moments. Thanks for your patience, guys. There's the lobby. That's what the score is here, and we'll get this up and away, guys. This all started up. Do, do, do. Alright, let's go in game. Wait, did they tell me the score? If they did, I completely missed it. I wasn't looking at the lobby. I was doing something. Oops. This is 1-0 to somebody. This is the problem with this overlay. For some reason, there's no way to see your out-of-game chat on this overlay. Where it's actually super possible on some of the others. If there is a command, I don't know what it is. This is game 2. I would think, I mean, Fiant to me is a favorite here, but I don't want to make assumptions, so my bad. I've not quite picked up on the score. Isn't Fiant random? No, he's a Zerg. He is a dedicated Zergy. Alright, so game 2. I think Fiant's up 1-0, but like I said, I didn't read it properly, so I'm not 100% sure. So apologies on that one, that's my bad. We see now Hatch Castle Pool coming up, then the Cyber Core coming in as well. We get this settled and get this on the go. See where we're going to take things for the next few moments. Power Council building, the Adept on the way. You're going to get the Warp Gate started as well. Just going to get that through the Overlord. Also coming about here just for a few moments as our Spine Crawler is in production as well. So going to Spine or 2 up as we prep for some early dangers. Is that what this is? He's afraid of the one base Protoss, and maybe he should be. Twilight Council and Robo Facility going to come through as I get our panel on our top side into work. So yes, definitely a little bit of a surprising way to get set up on. Not too typical of a way to play. The Adept comes over, a couple of Lings are going to go running by, so we go back and forth there a little bit. And the Resonating Glaives coming up on the side of Azura as well. So again, that Resonating Glaives up, the Robo Facility still coming in. Gateway and the Adept continue to come about as well. Continue to get those units into position for a moment. Well, it's going to come over again, the Glaives coming up. That number moving around, Lings be coming in, just going to be seeing the extra Lings coming up as well. Let's see those couple Lings going to pick. Obviously, just Fiant knowing about this is already amazing. You see the Adepts all continue to gather together. Some Lings going to go the other way. Coming straight in, Cybercore, Gateway, both taking some shots here, so I mean the Lings is going to get annoying already, which puts you in a bit of a weird spot. The Prism can evacuate that Immortal from a bit of a stuck position, as Azura gets ready to just fully send this in the next few moments. Let's continue to gather around. Roach's few Lings coming up. The Lings are still on the map already. The fact they were able to be out there and causing some trouble is pretty neat. Just going to pull back now as, again, the Adepts, the Immortal, the Prism gathering together too, so everything joins in right now. The Lings actually catching a couple of Adepts from the other side. I feel like Fiant is so well prepped for this. I mean, these Adepts have glaives, don't get me wrong, this is not like the easiest of things to deal with, right? There's definitely a little bit of danger to this, but he just has so much in preparation, and I just do not think that this is going to work for Missouri at all. Fiant with the easy shutdown already, and putting his opponent into a very difficult place right from the very get-go. All still coming up. As again, Lair, drones. I mean, Fiant just improving his position. I mean, this is one base Protoss. He's all in, though. Fiant doesn't even really need to do that much right now. Things will try up this ramp. Cybernetics core is going to go down, which means that we have to force field a second time. We energy overcharge the sentry to give it enough to be able to live there. And to get the second force field off, otherwise that could have been a problem. I'm just going to turn the other direction and going to go running and scattering. 16 Lings come through. The Lair in production against Cybercore and Immortal coming up. It's going to traverse between the bases, and our circlings will get towards the top side where, again, we can kind of poke our way towards this little area right now. Just moving across, just going to have ourselves the Cybernetics core still coming online as well, so we continue to bring that through for the moment. First Corrosive Vial. Not quite going to land on the Immortal. Now just going to see the couple of Adepts, Zealots getting warped in. I mean, this should more or less just be good enough. As our Lingering Roach Ravager continuing through, the units still getting pushed to that left side. Zealots going down, Adepts in the sentries. Oh, good force field's going to block the Ravagers up a little bit. Ravagers getting caught, and now we're just going to have to try and trickle their way back out over to that right-hand side. Remember, Fiant has a Lair up now as well, so while the supply may not be as favorable for him, he is getting tech, which is going to help him in the long run. All Lings across the other side again, just going to threaten that Cybercore once more. Again, force a response at home, even just warp-ins on the other side is a pretty big deal, right? So a lot that he can gain from pushing over there. That Queen, I'm going to go down. Again, that force field going to help you with it. Have the rest of those units gathering together. Roach Speed Lings coming up. Corrosive Vial knocks the force field down. It just opens up that bit of space right now. Gets that ready for the moment. I think Roach Ravager coming through as well. It's going to see the few force fields coming in. The Lings trying to get their wrap around here. The Prism loading up. The Ravager's going to drop some vials. Force field's taking hits. You're going to see that Roach Speed coming through as well, so just something extra to help you out right here as our army continues to try and step through over these next few moments. Can't imagine that this is going to go over 0. I mean, this feels like Fiant has a good defense. You're still a one-base Protoss, and Fiant is now on his way to Aspire, which is almost a guaranteed win because there's no anti-air up for your opponent, so that's going to do a lot for you as well. Mortals lift up, back and away for the moment. And away they go. Prism going to try and come back through. We're losing a couple of drones here and there, but nothing too crazy. The rest of this army setting up, moving around. The Prism going to be there as well. I'm just going to dive on this army right now. The Dev's going to get chased just a little bit further. And we got ourselves a Spire coming up as well. So Fiant is about to make some Mutalisks, and there's going to be 0 answer to this apart from like a Sentry of anti-air. I mean, it's just not a lot. Not what you're meant to be playing with, put it that way. Not in the slightest. Roach Ravager just going to test the idea of moving in here, see what we can do. Like I say, 5 meters is just going to end this game, so there's not really much else to say. We just need to have the meters spawn, and once those meters spawn, this one is GG. Prism still hangs about. Roach Ravager moving through. The extra units popping. We're gonna dive forward. The Mutas gonna try and jump onto the Immortals. Like I say, there's just no anti-air, so Mutas will eventually kill everything. It just stops the Prism Micro, which makes the cleanup a bit easier. GG Cold Azura taps out. Let me try and confirm if this was 2-0 or 1-1, guys. Like I said, I was just not quite sure. It was 1-0 for Fiant. I just didn't read that in time. What a dumb UI thing to not be able to let you go back to the chat when that is possible to do on other UIs. That's crazy. So yes, it was 1-0 for Fiant, which means that that is a 2-0, and it's Fiant versus Spirit in the winner bracket finals, qualifying match, best of 5. So we'll cast that, and then we'll just go to wherever the lower bracket is at that point. And that's going to be our day of StarCraft 2, guys. So, winner bracket final coming next. We'll take a couple moments on the break screen here, actually. Come back, more StarCraft 2 on the way after this. Invite coming through for Abyssal Reef for map 1 of Fiant versus Spirit. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna kick off into this in just a moment or two. I'm not on camera. Ellie's back. She's getting really brave with the balloons, guys. She's taken a half step into the room. Hippie, you seem to think I've got food. I do not have anything. I'm sorry. I don't have anything. Hey? Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm working, babes. I don't know what you... I don't know. It's very weird for you to come and see me during the day. You okay? Hey? Yeah, I'm just working. Making money to afford you all the treats and the nummies. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Suppose that's acceptable, she says. Thank you, Percival, for the raid. Let's go into Abyssal Reef, guys. GLHF's called. Best of 5 qualifying series here. Might as well get this going. Yo, thank you so much for reaching level 2 on the Star Trek as well. You downloaded Star Trek, how do you add the promotional code? If you downloaded it through my link, you don't actually need to use any code or anything. You can use the code Crushers on the chest claim thing. There's like a redeemable bit if you want to get some free stuff, but if you downloaded it through the link, then it's all good. It just automatically attaches you. If you didn't download it through the link, then I don't know how to fix that. You should have ballooned me who's boss. Yeah, Ali is eyeing you all up, you know. She is eyeing you all up. Alright, so we got barracks on the way, hatch, gas, and pool all coming up just for a few moments as we get settled into the early stages here. Barracks is coming down. Take a little bit of time to settle into play early on. Let's see if we're just going to come down, drop a command center, so nothing really surprising there. Spirit just going to take an expansion. Fiant might be the one to really make this a little bit more interesting, perhaps. I feel like he might make this series a little bit more intriguing kind of across the board. So I guess we'll see what happens and how things are going to go as just CRCC drop into place. The Marine going to chase this Overlord down for a couple of moments. You see that Marine is going to get all the way across, and Overlord will indeed drop, so Overlord falls. That goes down. Still got a couple of Zerglings in the center. I'm going to continue to try and do a little bit extra here, just working the way over. Fiant trying to see a little bit of what's going on for the moment. Things get tilted away. Again, Link Speed, Bane Nest continue to come online as well. Again, the Hellions and the starboard coming through. Just going to be seeing our Bane Nest going to be cheeky. So yeah, it is definitely kind of what we expect from Fiant. I think something a little different here across the course of this game. These feelings will continue to move and groove for the next few moments. So yeah, Bane Nest coming through. The Zerglings in production. Get settled in here. The Hellions actually going to get caught initially. Obviously, it's important that these Hellions are already kind of rough for Fiant because that's going to be a good defense against the Ling Bane all in. So the Ling's about to get their Ling Speed. It's very important you morph the Banes without this being kind of figured out or anything. So let's kind of see what happens as a few Banes start to morph in already. And a few Banes going to keep moving about, and we're just going to get ready to wander into the natural here. It's just going to run straight up. No wall off means these Banes can go into the main. That's exactly where they go, and that means you've got access up here. I'm not sure that's necessarily the greatest, though. Like I say, the Hellions are still here, and the fact that Banes are all gone, we've not really lost SCVs yet, to me is a success story. We're going to have at least one Hellion surviving this, 2 more Hellions still on the way out. Yeah, I think this is almost always going to be fine, although, would, yeah, love to see Hellions just survive, and some of those Hellions out on the map as well, coming back home. That Hellion does go down, but this is an absolutely fine defense, because Fiant is so all in with this. So this is absolutely A-okay. That's going to work wonders. It's going to be alright. And there you go. See those few Hellions still gathering together. I need to take a few moments to continue to settle down. After this attack, I mean, Fiant is going to go for round 2, which is not really too surprising. The Banes continue to come around at the moment, so away we go. I'm just going to be seeing a couple of drones going down on the other side of the map. Banshee getting into work there. I think Bane's going to wander straight through, and there's a couple of SCVs. Will go down from the low ground, but like I said, I mean, the fact he's committing to another round of this is just, like I say, an extreme commitment, and that's only going to put you into a tougher and tougher position. Fiant going to stay game, and that's going to be Spirit to take game 1 of the best of 5 here in these matches. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to head into game number 2. Just a couple moments. And keep this series going. We don't have any reason to really slow down at all. The sooner we get through these matches, the sooner we drop down to that lower bracket and just join the games over there. So I'm sure that will be some fun as well. Alright, we count down. You have number 2 coming up right here. Leyline's going to be our map. Let's head straight into it. As in the top right side, taking the 1-0 lead is going to be Spirit, our blue Terran player, in this best of 5. Up against, in the bottom left, our yellow Zerg Fiant. Alright, game number 2. We'll get this underway. Look to see what's going to happen. So Hatchery coming around, just going to be seeing our Overlord heading towards the upper right hand side as well. There we go. Get this Overlord for just a couple moments. We get settled down here. See what we can do. And Hatch Gas and Pool, all still coming online, and just going to have that Overlord going all the way to the top right. So away we go. And again, that Overlord will continue across the map just for the moment. Slow start, but kind of an unexpectedly slow start. I mean, there's nothing much to really shout about here. We're truly just in the early stages of the game. Green just going to nibble. Overlord taking some shots. Just going to be seeing the Lings and the Queens continue to build through. And that Marine is really going to continue onto the Overlords, just trying to get a little bit more done. Again, Queens and Lings continue to produce. On the Overlord, the Lings still gathering around. Drones and Ling speed continue to come up as well, so we do bring that into play. Just going to be having our starport and our reactor continue to come in. SF Fueling's going to come nibbling through. Not going to wait those rocks. I mean, again, just comfortable early stages of the game. Nothing too crazy just yet. Take a few moments to chill out in the early stages. Alright, Armory on the way up, so actually going to see Spirit getting pretty aggressive here. Going to be moving into something a little bit more aggro as we get this started. And that is going to be the Hellbat attack. So Spirit just trying to keep some games rolling. Well, we're just going to hang around again. The couple of Hellions will hang about as well. So just trying to see what we can do for a couple of moments. Just going to go get that. The Overlord will go down. The couple of Hellions continue to gather up as well. So we, again, try and see everything that we can do as this attack comes. Like I say, the Hellions are going to start moving. There's Roaches on the way, though, and that's very good for Fiant and not very good for Spirit, because Roaches are going to be an immediate shutdown on this Hellbat attack. Fiant's actually just trying to get them across the map already. Oh, Spirit needs to get a Banshee going on that starport. Oh, Battlecruiser. Yeah, you got the Fusion Core, right? That's funny. Is it going to be out anywhere near in time to play any sort of a defense against these Roaches? The Hellbat attack might help Spirit in the sense that if he goes for it, he might actually be able to... I mean, actually, this might work as well as the Roaches are seen. He's going to dive the Hellions into the natural. If he can buy time, where these Roaches kind of turn around a little bit or just don't come across the map as quickly, that could be huge. He's going to go for the mineral line on the natural with these Hellions. He's going to hit the main base with the drop of Marines. 14 drones already going down. Fairly significant so far, but the Roaches are arriving on the other side. BC over halfway done already. That is genuinely what this is going to start coming down to here, I think. That BC is going to be a huge factor in this game as the Roaches, Lings, and company start to poke on through. So Wall taking some damage. The medevac going to be there as well. Just going to see those Marines continue to flame it up a little bit. And that hatchery taking some damage. Again, Roach Rapidly comes up this ramp. Depot is going to fall. BC being here is huge because you can just play cleanup. Like, you will guarantee clean these units up, and that's fine for Spirit because he can lose a few SCVs because he's done damage himself, remember. Those Hellions and those Marines actually doing a lot, and that's why he's going to be okay here. Now he teleports across the map in a situation where there's basically no anti-air. A handful of Queens. Probably not going to be good enough because of the way that Fiant's set up here, and this is all going to turn into Spirit's favor. Somewhat magically, actually. Wow, it's pretty incredible. Battlecruiser is just going to keep coming through. The couple of Queens are going to peel away, trying to get out of there. Yeah, I mean, drones just keep on dropping. A lot of SCVs have died, to be fair. The BC teleporting across the map does create issues. Oh, maybe the BC should have stayed at home because the Ling Roach continuation here. Oh, this is actually kind of close. We kind of need this Battlecruiser to come out right now. 56, 57, 58. Oh my god, the other SCV should have really pulled in, and an extra BC would have done a lot. Oh, Spirit. Not getting a second BC up is going to cost him heavily because obviously now he's got to try and fight against spores. He's going to see transfusion here. Keep that spore alive. Fiant is not exactly rich. We're going to dive through, get the spore, get a Queen, chase down this other Queen as well. There's 2 more spores on the natural, but the SCVs are there to try and repair, but that's pretty much the end of Spirit's money. He's floating. Spirit pretty much just has to go. There's not really a choice for him right now. The drones are going to pull to fight against the SCVs. Again, we cannot really do much else right now. A Hellion here to fight against the drones genuinely is going to be useful. Certainly show up. The SCVs try to do a bit more repairing. Spirit has a little bit of money, so he can put a bit more HP back on the BC. Another Spore Crawler came up, but that's the only Spore Crawler that was building from Fiant, so that's his last additional Spore for the moment. BC going to get another mule. Goes into the main base. Just going to let the Hellions trickle across, and the Hellions are getting rid of those drones on the natural. Actually kind of important to keep the Hellions alive to some extent, because more drones you get rid of, the less spores that can keep building. Every drone counts right now for quite a bit. You can see those Zerglings there as well. We see another Hellion about to show up, going to run into the main base. We're killing the spawning pool, which obviously means no more Zerglings as well. Or spores, right? Well, Ling's dead. 4 Lings on the way out, but that's the end of the spawning pool. You can't really afford to rebuild that. Spirit 0 SCVs, but just getting it done with what he's got. Yeah, I mean, lifts up here, backs away. He landed the CC for a little bit as we do lose the Hellions. Now it's a BC versus the world. He's got to go. I mean, he's currently hitting this hatchery. I actually think he's got to go to this natural and kill these spores off. Does he have enough? I mean, Fiant is super poor. 5 drones only. Killing the main base. I mean, I feel like he should just go for those spores. I'm surprised he kind of pulled away from them earlier when he had repairs available. He's just going to get a little bit more mule mining here. Going to actually repair up the command center. Factory floats away. Wing's going to find this orbital, and obviously that has been burning, so it would be really nice to just keep that pushed away for the moment. The longer you keep that away for, the better off you're going to be. BC comes back into play. This hatchery taking damage. What a ridiculous situation. But this has turned out to, man, can you imagine a second BC came up?
Our base is under attack.
Second BC would have been absolutely huge. There's another hatchery. Fiant is going to build a spawning pool right over on this edge so you can try and build more, as Spirit basically just has to try and go. He's going to go for the hatch. But, I mean, now a Spore has to respond to this, no? You lose the hatchery, you lose creep, you lose your other structures. This is essentially a win condition we're moving into. Might be worth trying to... Oh, Spore's in a good place. BC can relocate a little bit. Might be worth turning onto the Spore Crawler here. I think Spirit knows what he's aiming to get done. Like I say, it might be worth turning onto the Spore Crawler when it reburrows right now. He might be able to get enough done. One Spore Crawler is going to go down. Now you can move to the other side of the hatchery. And drones will try and cuddle it. The Spore's moving again. I think you hit the Spore Crawler now, no? No, he's just happy to get the hatchery and to move away. Because the hatch goes down, Fiant does not have the money to rebuild any further. And now... Okay, he's going to build 2 more spores. So he has a spawning pool, so he can get more spores up. And he's got creep tumors as well. What Spirit is essentially saying is that you can never win this game. The thing is, Spirit can win this game, given time. This orbital command has gotten away for a few more moments again. We're actually morphing a Ravager in too, funnily enough. I mean, Spirit can at the very least force a draw. I think time is absolutely on his side, right? That spawning pool coming up in the corner is kind of neat. So they're going to recall. To the main base? Why do we recall here of all places? Oh my god, Spirit. Slightly unnecessary, question mark? Do not feel like that was a necessary recall distance to move. I mean, you're being revealed right now. Spirit knows that Fiant clearly does not have the money for another hatch. I mean, Spirit can clean up the units in mine. Realistically, he can just put his battlecruiser. No, it's not a draw because Spirit's mining. He can move spores, yeah, but Spirit can mine. The BC can protect a mining base. Yeah, this is not a draw at all because Spirit can always protect a mining base. Because the units can't do anything about it. Okay, I win, says Fiant. Yeah. I think Spirit has this one locked up. Like I said, because if he needs to, he can protect this base. He's mining here. He's put Fiant into a position where he knows... I think Fiant doesn't realize there's another CC.
Under attack.
As a Cyclone actually came out of the factory here as well, is going to try and go around. This orbital dies, and Fiant's going to be probably happy until... I think he just doesn't realize there's another CC. It's probably why he was thinking he's got it. Score's going to move up, but Fiant has no way to get any more money. So what, we're going to slowly spread creep outwards. I mean, Spirit just sits here. He's going to be able to repair the battlecruiser. And a full HP battlecruiser eventually goes across, kills the Spore, comes back, repairs. It's going to be a slow process, but Spirit has this game in the bag. 100% has this game on lockdown now. Wild. Absolutely wild. Spores gather up. It's going to be seeing the drones gathering in. BC teleports into the main base. The Cyclone is being chased by Roach Ravager, but now the BC is going to be able to get rid of some of this Roach Ravager away from the spores. 2 Roaches dead. Okay, all these Roaches and Ravagers die, I think, here. And Spirit's making another Cyclone as well. So he's actually making a ground army too. It's not even going to come down to an Air Force. Ravager gets away only just. Creep Spread is his best friend. But yeah, this is a full HP BC. And if he needs to, you can just run away and go and get some more... Whoa, now he hits. He can just run away and get some more HP because he's mining. And the fan at this point, I think, should be beginning to recognize that. Fiant needs Spirit to mess up this fight. As we'll drop a mule to repair. the BC. Yeah, Fiant just knows, like, he's repairing, he's mining. Can't really do anything else. GG. Damn. What a game. That is actually pretty well. Spirit takes the game number 2 victory and is going to be advancing to a 2-0 advantage here in the best of 5. One more map and he's in the OSC Championship bracket as we're going to go to Amygdala for map number 3. Get this on the way. What a wild time. That was actually kind of nuts. Kinda nuts. Very cool game indeed. Yep. Get ready to go into Amygdala, like I say. Kick this off in just a few moments. Get this ready to roll. Get this going. Alright, let's go into Amygdala as we go into our final game, potentially, if Spirit can keep it up and take this down. Let's see what happens as we go. Top right side, Spirit is our blue Terran player taking on Fiant, our yellow Zerg in the bottom left, as we get this underway. Okay, so away we go. Kind of wondering how Game 3 is going to look like. Yo, Hamper, thank you so much for the 83-month resub. Don't know it earlier, but forgot to ping. Thank you so much for the resub, mate. Appreciate it. And the donation once again. Appreciate it, matey. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna see a Hatchcast and Pool all coming through so we get settled down for a few moments. Let me take a little bit of time to work into play here. Going to be a Rotron coming down. I mean, fans continue to play aggressively, which is kind of what we expected from him in this series, I would say. And obviously it's become a pretty wild set of matches in general anyway, so it's been pretty cool to see. As 1 meter long King Kong Dong. The exact name I was just wanting to write onto a balloon. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. As that Rotron comes up. Going to be seeing our Starball coming through. Not a triple CC from Spirit at the very least, so that's going to help him in terms of playing a little bit of defense here and getting set up initially. Oh, the silver pen is not good for the yellow balloon. Oops. Actually not so bad, but I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. Let's see, as we do have the roaches, by the way. Being spotted by the Hellions coming across the other side. 1 meter long King Kong Dong. It's all on there. Thank you so much. Welcome to the balloon pile. Thank you. Alright. Best name on Twitch. Do you have the Hellions actually diving by? They're going to get some drones already, so a little bit of damage is going to be done to start us off. So immediately they're just going to go for A little bit of something. Roger's gonna poke up. A couple of Marines taking damage. Spirits has a Banshee on the way. That will be his defense. Just the question is, how soon does that come to your defense? Is it going to be soon enough to really save your day here? Or just boost through. Just going to see a depot going down. Hold down depot. Coming about as well. Roach Ravager coming across. Just going to see those SCVs continue to get pulled through. I mean, we've got 12 drones going down the other side as well. It's just not going to do it. And Spirit takes 3-0. Hey, Roddy, thank you so much for making a gift us up to Vicky. Appreciate it. Get me a real present later. I don't need a real present, mate. I'll pull you guys up a balloon. Fiant is a budget version of Bly. Fiant's pretty fun, though. I actually really enjoy watching Fiant. I mean, I always enjoyed watching Bly as well. So, yeah. Nice Pika? Yeah. Where the hell's my pen gone? Honestly, if losing a pen was like an Olympic sport, I'd be freaking gold medalist. There we go. Thanks so much, Roddy and Vicky. It's my good pen ran out. It's terrible to see, but it's there. Oh god, you hit off the Broodlord. Cool. Did you miss Fiant's game? Yes, Fiant just lost out, but he will be playing again as Demi and Lunacy are going to be playing next. And then after Demi and Lunacy, the winner will play Fiant in a qualifying best of 5. So that's where we're at in terms of this bracket. There's some fun games. I mean, that's game 2 between Spirit and Fiant was very fun, so this is exciting for sure. Exciting. Alright, let's take a few moments, guys. Lunacy and Demi are already in game, so they won't wait around. That's fine. Probably just means we have a little bit of time before we get resumed. I see me smiling. Hey, what's up, Kenny? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Will I be covering a U-Thermal 2v2? No, because it's my birthday today, so people expect me to go out and do things. So I will be going out and doing things. So yeah, not be I'll not be here for that one, unfortunately. Just an unlucky day for it to be on. Is all. That is all. I'm just going to break screen a little bit here, guys, just because the guys are in game. I'll just break screen a couple minutes. I'll come back and chat with you guys. So I'll see you guys in just a few. Thanks for the happy birthdays. I'll see you guys in just a few moments. Alrighty, hello guys. Thanks for a little bit of patience. Just taking a few moments while we wait for Lunacy and Demi to figure out their current game. They're playing the best of 3 that will lead into the winner versus Fiant best of 5 qualifying match. Actually turned into a pretty decently long stream. This being a little bit of a lower bracket as well actually made it go a bit longer. So yeah, we don't have to. I was going to do a couple things to kind of extend the stream at the end, but probably not going to need to at this rate, which is nice. It's gonna take a few moments, guys. Myself, I appreciate you all being here and enjoying some games with us. We'll get going ASAP. Like I say, just waiting for a current game to finish up, and yeah, wait for that to finish up, and we'll have that all figured out. Back underway. Appreciate you being here, guys. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's the Wardy birthday. Got a little collection of balloons in the corner. It's actually a pretty sizable collection, guys. I'm impressed. I'm glad there's been no more pink ones. Those pink ones were really just dinos, weren't they? Yeah. But that's okay. Like I said, we're just waiting for Lunacy and So to come out of game. Now we're just kind of sat waiting for them to figure that out. So we'll just take a few moments back on track. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you all dropping by, hanging out. Good to see y'all. The OSC Championship Challenger Bracket E main OSC Championship event will be starting up next week as well. So look forward to that. Next few days on the stream, we're going to be Leo League Cupping and Masters Coliseuming over the next few days, so you can look forward to that. Tomorrow, I was going to do Alima League replays tomorrow. I think I might actually just take tomorrow off completely and do the Alima League replays after Masters Coliseum on like Friday or Saturday. I just think it's going to make more sense. I don't think we should re-rush and do the... I just think it'd make more sense because the Masters Coliseum games are going to be pretty short anyways. I think it just makes a little bit more sense to kind of work it like that. I think that's going to do a little bit better for us, so... I think that's going to be where we're at. I think that's going to be what we do. So yeah, probably no stream tomorrow, but back on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm going to take Sunday off as well, because it's only 2 matches, so I'll probably just skip Sunday. I'm going to do something IRL instead. Catch up on those games at a different point. Yeah, Lunacy and Demi have been in game for about 14 minutes. They're playing a pretty lengthy game. So we'll check in on that, of course, as soon as we can. I'm just kind of waiting until then. So yeah, that's what's currently going on. Happening. Hey. I can probably came back from break too soon, huh? Probably should have just chilled out for a few more moments. I don't have much to say, or much to add, or much to do, but we're just chilling, just hanging. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, baby. Oh, you brought your ball in. Hey? Brought your ball? Oh, good girl. Ready? I'll throw it for you. Ready, steady, go. She's just heckin' cute, isn't she? So yes, we will just take a few moments, guys. We'll get back on track soon. Basically any moment we could go. It's just we're waiting for the we're just waiting for the current game to finish. Be 1 sec. Alright, so apparently Lunacy has beaten Demi 2-1, which means that we will get into Lunacy versus Fiant for our final match of the day. So that'll be a best of 5 coming up in just a few moments, guys. Get this started and get ready to go. Sorry. My eyes. Alright, so cool. We're gonna get into this shortly, guys. We're just getting settled in. Alright. Should just be in a couple moments of some videos to be able to kick this off. Get into this. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Should be able to kick this off in just a few. Games are rolling. So yeah, just waiting for some videos. Kick off into this action. Get this underway, guys. Get this ready to begin. Awesome. Alright, we will just sit and chill. Pick up some CVP. Thank you for the happy birthdays, guys. Appreciate it. There is our invite into Ultra Love for our first game of this series coming up. So, into Ultra Love we will go. And we'll get this going, like I say, in just a couple. Get this on the way. Start this out. Yeah, thanks for the patience, guys. Just like I said, I had to wait for a game to finish, and now here we go. Go-Go's getting called, GL's being called. Should be good to kick this off. Let's cast some games. Let's cast Fiant versus Lunacy. This is the final match of the day, as it's a best-of-5 qualifying series. Kick off into this and see how it all ends up. See who takes the final slot in the OSC Championship lower bracket. After it's been a string of qualifiers, we covered one a few days ago. Here's the last one today. We'll be covering a lot of the OSC Championship in weeks to come, so look forward to all of that. As in the bottom left-hand side is going to be our yellow Zerg player. This is Fiant. Taking on in the top right, our teal Protoss. We have ourselves Lunacy. Away we go. Alright, best of 5, so a lot to look at there, a lot to think on. As we get ourselves into this, just going to be seeing our probe already coming down to the bottom left side of the map, so that's just going to come straight over, making its way across for a few moments already in the early stages. We're moving about, spawn and pool coming up. Have ourselves the couple links popping out. They're just going to go chase that probe down. So early pool here from Fiant, going to be our initial starting point right now. As it comes straight across to the other side. So away we go, journeying across here, and obviously looking to get that probe, and then don't want to waste too much time going for the probe though, right? You go for the probe for too long, that's going to be an issue. But actually pulling the drones as well. Fiant is really bringing the pressure today, huh? Not messing around at all. Fiant is storming across the map right here. And away we go. Well, this is currently not even a wall-off already, so this is kind of as bad as it gets. We do have one Zealot out, but if this second Zealot never gets out, which I don't think it will, and that Zealot gets pulled already, we're actually going to recall that Zealot, which is a lot of damage taken on the Zealot without it fighting back. I mean, I don't even love this Zealot this Zealot's just in trouble. No, this Zealot has so little HP. It's going to take a hit, so its shield stop regenerating as well. It's going to be in combat. I mean, Fiant just dives into the mineral line, not really much thought about it, but I can understand why. I think he's absolutely right to kind of go for this. It's killing a lot of probes. The Zealot goes down, and Lunacy says GG. Fiant with a quick win to open up this series 1-0 in his favor. Just like that. So Fiant off to a very strong start. Well, that was brutal. That is one very quick way to win a match. Who would have thought? I did not expect it to kind of come so quickly, to be honest. So we will go into ley lines on map 2. Get that underway. And away we go. Alright, game number 2. Ley line's coming up. It's ready to rumble. And that was absolutely brutal. Fiant also knows the worst nightmare of streamers. Look, if Fiant makes this a very fast best of 5, well, I don't know. I kind of want to play some Reno Party. Anyone want to play some Reno Party when we finish? I kind of want to play like a game or 2 of Reno Party. Thoughts, chat? Anyone on their StarCraft want to play some games? Be fun. Doesn't look like we're quite going to hit the 2 ladder games of WardiTV sub goal, so, you know. In the top right, Fiant. In the bottom left, Lunacy, as we kick off into game number 2. Get this underway. See what will happen. Pylon probe, just gonna come around here. Get settled down. As we have ourselves the little Corona Boost gonna come down onto the Nexus. The Nexus is gonna take a few shots. A little bit of damage being done there straight away. And we'll see what happens. Hatchery going to be proxied, so Fiant is going to go and be a little bit aggressive. Proxy hatch coming down. Hatch finishes up, Probe going to nibble through. And this is going to be seeing that coming in. It's going to be seeing the Zell going to go straight in after the spine. It's going to get cancelled up, so it's nice to get cancelled already. We're going to obviously still try here as Fiant to get a little bit more done. Ling's coming through, that Zell going to get onto the spine again. Probe going to take a couple more shots. Zell still coming back the other direction. Ling's wrap, just going to be seeing a couple of Zealots taking damage. Queen's going to get there, and Ling's still surrounding. There goes one Zealot, and the other Zealot going to take shots too. A couple of spines still building up. That will be that as the Stalkers continue to build on through there. Just a little bit of Chrono boosting coming about. Ling's still coming in. So that Queen going to get rid of this Zealot. I mean, a couple of Lings still chasing down Stalkers at the moment. Let's see what else we can do here. And these gates are going to pop out more Stalkers now, but the Spine Crawlers are going to be there as well. It's going to be an issue. Spine pinging, Stalkers taking damage, Pylon's taking shots as well. So ourselves the Queen going down, but like I said, the 2 spines is going to be difficult to get rid of, and they're going to be in range of the gates shortly. 2 new gates on the high ground from Lunacy as he tries to deal with this problem. Tries to handle this right now. Spines just push a little bit further up. And the Stalker going to go down. Just going to be having ourselves the Spine still poking. I mean, like I say, this Island would be nice to get rid of. Before additional units pop out. The gates on the high ground, obviously, we're still going to be without warp gates, so it's not going to be the fastest of production still. Stalker's taking some damage. The Ling count growing. No Ling speed on the way at all. The Spines are going to try and step forward. I mean, Lings are getting close to even picking off that Stalker, which is low. That would be huge. Even if you run into a choke point there, it's not guaranteed as, oh, I think Fiant might have to fight his way out of that. Looks as though he was going to get surrounded into that position. Stalker's going to whack. He's going to take some more damage again. Just going to be seeing the Crypt Humors and the Spines continue to fire up. You'll see those other couple Spines coming across as well. Ling's going to go coming through probes. That moves up again. A couple of those spines going to get burrowed. Just going to be seeing our batteries continue to come online as well. It's just going to bring that through. Spine's going to get burrowed in. Just going to be seeing the gate still taking some damage. Just got ourselves the Queen's firing. Probes taking hits. Creep still pushing forward again. The spine trying to step into the base a little bit deeper. I mean, now you're going to be putting pressure onto these other gateways, right? Which is kind of huge. Warp gate's on the way. We've obviously got batteries in this main base as well, which is, in theory, going to help quite a lot. That spine crawl taking a lot of hits, and obviously with the batteries healing these stalkers up. I mean, this is why it's actually really nice to have the spine in range, because you're going to hit other things which are going to eat up, battery energy, which kind of feels necessary at the moment. These batteries need to run out of energy soon. Energy overcharge already used. I think the problem is it's just, yeah, TLDR just going to be the question of, does Fiant have enough at the end of this? Because we killed off a lot during this time. Like I said, the battery's out of energy now, but now you've got warpins available. I would not even hate seeing a couple of zealots here just to help against the lings a little bit more. The Queen's going to try and stay towards the creep tumors here, or the creep spread. Would be lovely. And it's going to be hitting up and clipping that gateway a little bit. So gate's taking some damage. Stalkers and the zealots begin to move out. Away they go. I mean, I think this is enough here from Lunacy. I think this has turned out to be a hold in the end. Honestly, pretty fun game. Just, well, at this point, I mean, what you do is Fiant, this pylon coming up and online. Yeah, you type out G because there's not much you can do. He agrees. That is going to be game. And we're going to be 1-1 tied up in this best of 5. So all tied up right now. Gather together. Lovely. Alrighty then. Next game in a few moments. We're tied up heading into game 3. Get this ready to rumble. Alright, we will go in just a few. As we get going on to Frostline. Alright, I'm gonna head into Frostline then, game number 3. These guys have no reason to wait around, so just sending that straight away. Away we will go. Alright, let's go into it. In the bottom left-hand side, it's going to be our yellow Zerg player Fiant. He's definitely bringing the aggression to this series so far. Taking on in the top right, our Blue Protoss Lunacy. Game 3 here. Away we go. An overload across as we do have pull first from Fiant, but we'll see what that leads into. Because there's no guarantee straight away as to what that necessarily will mean. Take a few moments to figure this out. Again, spool coming up, cybercore coming in. All of that coming over here for the moment. Looking good so far. Oh, cybercore coming into place. Again, a few links coming up. Link speed in production on the spawning pool as well. Again, the Rotron coming up quickly, so Fiant pull first. Aggression already being established here. And we'll just be sending it. Fiant really is... Yeah, someone said he's like a... he's a bit like Bly. He really does play a bit like Bly, right? He's not afraid just to full send it. One's going to get a probe at the front. The Adept going to be there. Stargate on the way up. Obviously, Stargate, a good defensive way to build. There's a Twilight Council that doesn't really help you at all for a long time. Feelings is gathering. I mean, they're not in any rush to do anything. Like I say, the Roaches are spawning. The Ravagers will even start morphing as well. Just going to bring that through, heading to the upper right. Those Lings gathering up as well. So Lings is going to be chilling against Stalker. Chrono Boost not along. Void Ray halfway done. Still getting Chrono Boost. A couple of Adepts are just going to step out a little bit as well, so out they come. Stalker going to whack away. Overlord will take some damage. Ling's going to try at the front. Stalker, Adepts, both going to be there. Battery going to do some healing. Rosock going to come down. Stalker takes some damage. Obviously, a third Ravager morphing in would have been nice to have that additional Corrosive Bile available. We're actually going to try and bile the Adepts because believes the Stalker's going to go down anyway. The Void Ray, a big part of the defense is if you can just keep streaming Lings in, there's some good potential here. That Bile's going to end up hitting Lings, and Fiant is going to get absolutely halted on this offense. This is going to go nowhere near as far as he wants it to, put it that way. Plain and simple. So this is going to get shut down immediately. The Void Ray's still going to be there. Lings, Ravager, still trying to break on into this. Let's just have the couple more Lings coming through. It's going to be having the balance and everything, still taking shots. Yeah, that's going to be a defense from Lunacy, and Lunacy moves to one map away. This aggression is not working out. Beyond what we're going to do now, down to your last chance. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough, actually. This is going to be brutal. I do not love where you're at right now as Fiant. I mean, you're playing this very aggressive stuff as well, and so far Lunacy is sort of adapting to it very well, basically, so definitely makes you wonder. We will load in. Countdown begins. Start coming straight through. Whispers of Gold going to be coming up. Get this going in just a few moments, guys. Alright, we are counting down. Maybe able to hear. Taking this off momentarily. And heading into Whispers of Gold. In the top left-hand side, our yellow Zerg is Fiant. And our blue Protoss in the bottom right is going to be Lunacy. I've starting made it back. How am I? I'm good. How are you doing? Now, Lunacy just needs one map to qualify on through. Alright, well, Pylon coming up, probe on the way. Just going to be seeing the probe heading across the map as well, so away we go. Swimming pool comes in, obviously probe scouting. Why would you not be probe scouting right now when, you know, Fiant has been so aggressive throughout this series? Probe scouting just makes so much sense. There's no proxy hatching going on this time either. You'll see the probe coming around the other direction a little bit. That probe just keeps scouting here for a few moments. Spawning pool coming up, hatchery coming in. Again, drone chasing the probe around. A couple of queens and lings on the way up. Assimilator, pylon, cybercore, nexus. All of that continues into play right here. As we just have ourselves the overlord continue to come around as well. Making its way across right now. I'll see a couple of links chasing down that probe. Twilight Council going to be the choice now from Lunacy. So upon scouting and being pretty confident nothing too crazy is coming his way early, he's actually going to take the chance of going into the Resonating Glaives most likely and setting up from there. This could also maybe be the Dark Shrine Archon drop kind of stuff as well. So you've definitely got a couple of choices as to the build that this will be, but I like it right now. It's going to be some fun. As those couple of links continue over. And that overlord going to get chased by a stalker. The lings will try to slip through and see if there's anything in particular they might be able to get up to. Probes is gathering, pulling back over. Again, Dark Shrine coming up. So it's actually going to be that Dark Shrine. We've seen again the extractor, the hatchery coming up, dronelings, the overlord all coming through, so we get a lot of that on the go here for the moment. You're going to see again the Dark Shrine and the gateway coming about. The overlord is cruising around, and Nexus Chrono boosting as well, so just going to keep that going. The overlord's still stepping forward just for a few moments to get this all going for now. And waiting to see what the excitement's going to be. I guess it's probably going to be the Dark Shrine and the DTs that really spice this up. So we'll see what happens here. There's a couple of those lings come through for the next few moments. The lings going to poke around. Just going to be having ourselves the Rotron, ling speed coming up. The extra probes on the way out. There's a Nexus going down as well. Just going to get that going. And there's the first two TTs warping in. It's just a proxy pylon. So we're going to get a slow warping going. There's a spore crawler on the way up. TT's going to make their way across right now. Going to move in here again. Queen, spore crawler gathering together. TTs will obviously see the detection and just back away. They're not too interested in sticking around for this or anything, so they're just going to fall back immediately, and TT is going to continue onto the hatchery. TT's turn back around to the other side. Yo, what's up, BenQ5? Thanks so much for the 13-month resub on the Prime. Money well spent as always. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you for resubscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More DTs. This is getting to Shadow Stride as well. So Lunacy is going to bring a little bit of creativity to this matchup as well, apparently. So away we go. So you're going to see that gateway coming down nearby. And yeah, 6 DTs. But like I said, do you want to just wait for the blink? I would imagine so. Definitely feels like something we got to get to sooner rather than later. Drop Lord's building from Fiant is genuinely very intrigued as to where this is going to be going. Oh, I'm just going to see the drop loads loading up. The DTs are going to find the spawn on the right-hand side. They're going to go for the hatchery here. Uh-oh, Overseer is on its way over. It has Overlord speed. If the DTs get it, and now they're going to blink to get away. They avoid a surround, and they're actually going to be okay. The Lings are going to try and block the way, as this gateway is going to get found over here as well. Overseer still chasing. DTs will have blink again soon, but not just yet. They want to be able to blink away one more time. They're going to go for it. The Lings still coming across, going to find another probe and another pylon. Obviously now Fiant getting across the map. Overseer going to be important because it's going to provide the detection necessary to play defense against the Dark Templar on top of this army. And Lunacy, I just don't think has the army supply to survive through. The damage done came a little bit too late in this game. I think that's going to be where the problem really arises from. We're just going to be seeing our queens and our lings going up on that nexus, continue to deal some damage, pushing through this. And this base is going to go down, so Fiant definitely looking good for this game 4 of the best of 5, looking to take us all the way to the ace match in the qualifying round. Where's his army? I mean, he just invested into DTs and DT Blink. I mean, that's expensive. So his army was kind of in the Dark Templars, just that was never going to be good enough, right? There's a few things nibble up onto the gateway over here, so they're just going to go fighting as well. Ravager still trying to hit at the frontiers. We will have Lunacy is making a bit of a hold, but I mean, as Fiant gets the third hatchery back online and gets settled back into this is starting to just look better and better for our Swedish Zerg to, like I say, force a 5th game. Again, Roach be coming up. The Roach's Queen, Ravager's building in as well. Just continue to bring that all through. Keep that on the go for the moment. Do have our Overseer in the main base. Get chased down by a few Stalkers. The other Stalkers on the left side going to go after and chasing down a few Lings as well. Stalkers still gathering. Lings coming across. The Ravager's Queen, Roach Speed all coming into play as well. Stalker's going to actually take some biles to the face, so not exactly ideal. Not great. You can see the rest of the Ling Ravager continuing to come through. As we have ourselves the... still pushing at the front. Trying to see what else is going on. Okay, 4 probes going down. We do have 30 more Lings producing. This is difficult to imagine that anything is stopping this Fiant army. I mean, Blink Stalkers can provide some good efficiency. Again, this Ravager's coming up. Roaches and Lings still building. Get set up into just as much of this as we possibly can right here. More and more coming online. Cybercore coming through on the left side. So building gateway that gets cancelled as units figure out what's going on. While Lings is continuing over. Ling Ravager continues to join up. Another pylon coming into place as well, so just going to get that into position. And all of this army coming back around into the center and just going to now chase down these Stalkers, which get pushed away to the bottom. Ling Roach Ravager going to continue to chase on through. Going to see one Overseer getting shot down as, I mean, again, the Stalkers can provide some value. The DTs are going to try and go crazy at the same time. If there's a way for Lunacy to win this, it probably is with the DTs being a main part of, some kind of a comeback. I mean, DT's getting walked in defensively now because we sniped down the Overseer, remember? So, Ravager's actually taking a lot of damage, and yeah, Fiant loses his main base as well. Feel like he's getting caught up in the moment right here, and things are going a little bit off for him compared to his expectations. So, part of this is not exactly looking ideal. Right now is just going to be having our, again, Lings and the Lair coming up. The Stalker's still producing through. settle down here. Well, again, they're coming through. The Road Driver still poking at the front. A couple of Archons now morphed in, trying to be the tech to sort of bring you through to some sort of a victory. I mean, Lunacy's going to say GG in the end as we realize that this is just not really going to work out at the end of the day. And Fiant is going to take us to a Game 5 of this series. GG. All right. We'll go into this final game of the day then with Fiant and Lunacy taking us the full distance here. And kick this off in just a couple of moments. And away we will go. El Dorado, going to be our final map here to decide this series. So who will join us in the OSC Championship bracket and who will fall short. Going to find out right now as Go-Go gets called. El Dorado comes up. Away we go. Countdown finishes, and we will get this started. Alright, so into El Dorado we head. Let's go into it. It's going to be bottom left, our yellow Swedish Fiant, and the bottom right, our blue Korean Protoss Lunacy. Last chance to qualify in to this tournament. What happens in one final game? I was playing very aggressively at the start. I mean, this was still aggression, but it came in a bit of a different manner, to be fair. Follow the Overlord, but not much going to happen for a few moments. Yeah, we did take a few moments. Overlord gathering, Gateway and the hatchery continue to come up as well. Away we go. Overlord goes all the way to the bottom right, the probe coming across over to the left. And away we go. And this probe coming all the way through. Obviously we'll get this going. Trying to find a little bit of something that's going on here for a few moments. So the probe just continues to smack some minerals. Trying to eat those up for a little bit. But yeah, match pool coming on in. Nexus Cybercore coming up as well. I'm just going to get back to mine on the hatch as well. I mean, again, nothing really super exciting happening early. Just our early probe harassing around and seeing a little bit of what's going up in these early stages. We're just going to move back and forth a little bit. A couple of lings are going to come chasing over as well. And those lings really would love to try and catch that probe here, if at all possible. They're going to be there to try and deflect those Zerglings. The Stargate is going to be the choice from Lunacy. Very safe way of opening. He's going to go a bit more standard here. I wonder if we just see almost standard versus standard for the first time this series. Just because we're in a position now where, you know, it's all on the line. It's time to stop messing about with all these cheeky cheeses. Neither player's going to get fancy anymore. Maybe we just try our most standard game to close this out. Again, the Adept. Build on up. Links be coming through. Voyager on the Stargate. Keep bringing that in for now, as we do have ourselves the link speed coming up as well. It's just going to continue to bring that into play. and Void Ray finishing very soon. And that will be moving out onto the map, and away we go. Stepping forward and immediately jumping onto this Overlord. So Overlord already going to take a few shots of damage. He's going to get pushed about there for now. Drones coming up, Queen coming through. I'm just going to see the extra gates. Rope still in Twilight Council continue to come in. We're just going to be whacking. A couple of Queens going to be there. Push that Void back the other direction. Just about going to get a little bit of build up there. Maybe seeing the Void Ray still back out in the center again. Prism coming up. It's going through. And the Void coming over, just going to hit the drones a little bit as well, so a little bit more damage being dealt. Drones going down. I mean, we do see the Void escaping away. Extra Zealots coming about. Charge coming up. Again, drones continue to come through. The bottom side is going to be the Prism that is setting up some Zealots. It's going to take a lot of Zealots because this is Charge pulling out of gas and just spamming it, so Lunacy said, standard, not up my alley. Absolutely not. So, yes, we are just going to absolutely commit to this right now, as we are going to see a lot more Zealots warping in. Fiant is not going to see that as the Lings move through the bottom. He's going to miss that, in fact. So that might be scary, as this area is mined out as well, so you have the chance. I mean, Fiant's realizing now, I think, what's going on, as he starts up some spies, but he's starting them in a position that's not going to be that useful. He's starting them up at the front, but we're actually going to come through from the bottom side. A few Lings here already getting caught, and Fiant, 51 drones is a lot to have against an attack like this one. Is Fiant in trouble? I think, yes, he absolutely is. The Zealots are going to charge through. Queen's taking damage. They're going to try and turn onto the Void Ray. I don't even think the Void Ray is that big of a deal right now. Some of the Roaches getting caught as they spawned. Void will just pull back and work on the spines. It's a great way to utilize that prismatic alignment. Drones dropping down already. Like I said, just do not think Fiant is prepared enough to be able to deal with this. As the Void going to whack away, the Overlord's taking damage, the Zealots continue to move through. Zealots in the main base. Lunacy looking to stamp his way into the OSC Championship lower bracket here today. Because this attack is going to absolutely work wonders. Forces Fiant. GG. I also 4 then GG. Alright, Lunacy takes it 3-2, just like that. It is going to be Protoss who joins us as our final player. Sad not to see Fiant because I think he was going to play some cool builds, but cool to see Lunacy because he played in a bunch of these qualifiers. I think that counts for a lot as well, and I think he played some good games, so. Alright guys, thank you. As I will get a couple final balloons pumped up here. And of course, thank you to OSC for having us. Again, thank you, PenQ5. And Dr. Scraggy came in with the 17-month resub as well. I'll get you guys ballooned up. Final balloons of our little birthday stream. Nothing too crazy. That's why I was kind of sad yesterday's stream got thrown off schedule because each day is going to be kind of fast. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to push over 2 days, but that's all good. Have a great rest of my birthday. Thank you. I will do my best. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. Alright, who's first? PenQ5. Thanks so much, mate. For resubbing with the Prime. Ooh. And one last balloony. And thank you, OSC, for having us cover these challenger brackets. We will be back with the main OSC Championship bracket next week. I think this balloon's got a hole in the bottom. No, it's good actually. Okay, I felt like there was air coming out of it, but I think I'm just crazy. Beautiful. Cool to see Lunacy joining us in the tournament. Actually, kind of excited to see more from them. Gonna be rough though, because that's a lower bracket that is just single elimination for them, so it's gonna be brutal. Okay, Scraggy, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to the blue party. Alright guys, it's gonna be it for us. Appreciate you all tuning in, hanging about, and watching some games with me. Appreciate you all. I'll be back tomorrow. No, I'm probably going to take tomorrow off because I'm taking Ellie to the groomers. I was going to do Olima League replays, but I think I'd rather do those after like a Masters Coliseum day and just combo those streams. So yeah. Thanks for the stream, no worries. Yeah, thanks guys. I'm going to run some ads on the outro and then that will be it for us today. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys on Thursday for more StarCraft 2. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!